Parnell, man. Thank you. I could listen to that all day.
I have been. It's on a loop. The song of the summer 2026.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
That's so dang cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as someone who has grown up listening to the radio, like AM radio, FM radio, talk radio, music radio, watching sitcoms forever, like theme songs are iconic.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's part of what like makes a show memorable, whether it's TV or radio. Like I'm thinking back like Full House, right? Classic theme song, right? And dude, we have a theme song.
Yeah, great call, dude. I love how you compared it to those. When Bill brought it up, like, hey, I was thinking about doing a song for you guys. I had no idea this is what it was going to turn into.
Seriously, I thought it was just like, yeah, I'll do that, and like maybe he would do something, but like I guess maybe we shouldn't be surprised. Bill's such an authentic, good dude who like when he sets out to do something, he does it. I mean, we saw that when we heard about that with all the racing and hiking the PCT even after the awful emergency on the first night. Like the dude is committed. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. So yeah, Bill, that's so cool of you, man. Yeah,
talented musician, no doubt. Big shout out to Bill. Thanks for the theme song, man. We're so pumped. We're back at it again, dude. Back at it again.
We are. And we always talk about the hellscape that is Chico in the summer. Oh. We are in the thick of it. I know we both just ran this afternoon before this recording, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was going to ask you, like, this is a question I've been thinking about, since in the last couple of weeks when we started planning this episode. I was thinking I need to come into Ross with a question that maybe we haven't discussed at all. And so I thought of one.
Okay.
And I mean, it's kind of a weird question because I don't know how I would necessarily answer it. But we talk so much about what we love about running, what we enjoy about running. What do you hate about running?
Oh, it's hard to find a few things. The heat can be difficult.
Yeah,
certainly. It's one of the things that's annoying.
Sure,
I would say. I felt like I was getting heat acclimated. I feel like I am kind of heat acclimated, but we've been fortunate this year in Chico so far. This week's been tough. It's also tough when you get up early because it's already like 80. So people who are getting out early running are feeling it a little bit too right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there's anything I hate about running, but I see what you're what you're leading to.
Yeah.
The heat is tough. What about you?
So like you, I can't think of something I legitimately don't like about running. I don't like that there's so many social runs that I don't always get to attend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I know like we're going to touch on like the pub run and Wednesday night run and Saturday long runs, and Chico Run Club, Tuesday night runs and it's Saturday morning runs. Like I hate that there's so many opportunities and I can't do all of them.
Great one. Right there with you. Fear of missing out, man.
That's tough. Exactly it. That's exactly it. Yeah. Like I don't know what I dislike about running. I mean, I don't like, I want to say I don't like being sore after a run, but it's like, well, that's an indicator that maybe I did something right, that I worked hard, or just an indicator that I need to prep better or recover better. Yeah. I think maybe what I don't like is when I make bad decisions about warming up or recovering. Yeah. I didn't stretch enough. I didn't warm up enough. I didn't cool down properly. I don't know, but like when I think about it, I know this probably sounds super goofy, but like I don't dislike anything about running.
No, I don't like the injuries.
Okay.
I feel like I've rolled my ankle like 3 or 4 times this year.
Awesome.
Just recently did it in Upper Park, like the same ankle that I rolled in March. I don't like that, but you know what I do kind of like is the fact that I know that each time I roll my ankle and it recovers is that it's getting stronger and it's going to be able to handle that rockier terrain even better.
Yeah.
Moving forward, like once it heals. I don't like, all the tough, loose rocks on North Rim when you're running down. I don't like, stepping on some of those big boulders out there and having them protrude into your feet.
Yeah.
And giving your feet the business.
But but even something like that, like that's not something that you have any control over, right? Those rocks being out there. So how can you be mad about something you can't control? I guess it's all about how you want to look at all this stuff, right?
Right. Yeah, we're glass half full here on Pod on the Run.
That's right. A glass half full of electrolytes.
Hydration. Awesome. It's been a minute since we've been locked in the studio, and a lot's happened. And we should probably break it down. We also have an amazing guest today, somebody we're so excited to talk to, the fastest guy in the North State. But first, let's get to a stacked summer of shoutouts because Chico runners have been absolutely cooking. I'm going to start us off here. Todd Ziegenmeyer at Tahoe 200.
Insane.
The Ziegenmeyers are just built different, man. He took on Tahoe 200, one of the wildest tests of grit in the sport, 200 miles, and he had a whole crew up there supporting him, the kind of love and energy that makes these big efforts possible. We're going to have Todd on the pod soon to talk about this whole experience. We've engaged in conversations to get him in here, so that's coming soon, but big shout out, Todd, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the last time we recorded was the day that Todd started that race, or he was in the midst of it while we were recording. And the guy crushed it. He finished it. Like you said, he's a Ziegenmeyer. That's what they do. They set out to do these crazy runs and then they do them. Great group. I know I talked to Pete the Form, who was one of his pacers, and they had a crazy experience with a bear being very close to them, not like a direct run in, but we'll get Todd to tell that story when the time comes. But great crew he had up there.
I believe he finished like top 32, which is pretty incredible.
Incredible.
So awesome.
Yeah,
man.
it's so much elevation gain and 200 miles.
Crazy.
I know you've had some massive months of running. I've never hit 200 miles in a month.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing 200 miles in 2.5 days.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, totally cool. So shout out Todd. Great work.
Yeah, and Ed, dude, how about Ed? He went down to Dipsea. Did you know the Dipsea is the oldest trail race in the United States?
I recently learned that.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
Historic, iconic, pretty spicy,
Yeah.
tough race. Ed just shows up and delivers, though.
No big deal.
He wins all the local races, so
Might
might as well go compete in a real tough one.
Absolutely.
Crush it.
Yeah. I also learned something else about that race, the way that they seed it and start it.
Yeah.
Like the youngest runners in the field, so there's 10 and 11-year-olds running this, are put in the same starting group as the super... I don't know, man, I'm going to offend somebody with this one, I'm sure. The older group, like the super masters, maybe experienced, trail veterans. Guys and women who are 60, 70 years old, they're all put in the same starting group because they're kind of on the same pace level. Apparently.
Yeah.
And then the elites and the faster folks are kind of in the middle there. So kind of a cool setup. Friend of the pod, Danny DeMeo, has been very successful at the Dipsea.
Yeah, not surprised. He's a stud.
I think he might have won it.
No way.
At some point.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If he didn't win it, he was right there. Yeah, he's a madman.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him,
Yeah. That's another guy, sort of off topic, who's now going to be a big threat to our age group in the local races because he's now in the Masters division.
No.
So, not that we had much of a chance to begin with, but, now we are just a little bit further down the list.
Thanks, Pete. You just rock my world here on the pod tonight. That's okay, man. I'm happy for Danny.
Absolutely.
Hopefully he gets back in and wants to compete a little bit.
I think he does.
Okay.
I think it's coming up.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, how about the Broken Arrow crew? June 19th, Karen, Katie, Alyssa. Brutal course up there in Tahoe, and they crushed it. I had a chance to talk to Karen about it. Karen's the best.
Yeah.
She's such a bright light.
Yeah.
She said it was an amazing event.
That's an interesting one, too. I think that's one where it's a whole weekend trail fest.
Yeah.
I think you can run all the different distances in one weekend and achieve some superstar status.
Yeah, that's right. There's 3 distances.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And they all have crazy climb and they're all super high altitude. So brutal.
At elevation, massive downhills too. Once you get all the way up there, you get to run down the hill as fast as you can. So
That's got to be fun, but also sketchy.
Yeah, I feel like I saw a picture of Katie maybe like climbing a ladder.
Yeah,
there's
like a single file like ladder part too, and it's like for a section. I think it can be annoying for some runners too that are really trying to push for great time, and they got to kind of
wait for somebody.
Yeah,
and, if the person in front of you isn't confident on a ladder, it's throwing everything off.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but I like these little quirky things that make races unique.
Definitely,
and that's one of them for Broken Arrow. So
we got to track Karen down, Wildcat alumni runner, and get her in here to talk all things running life.
I'm down.
Okay,
I'm down. She's literally like was on one of Gary's first teams, right?
Yeah.
Like the first team.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Karen's a legend.
Yeah, super
All right,
cool.
how about the Headwaters crew? This is big. There was a lot of them up there running the 52K or the 34K. This was June 20th in Mount Shasta. Travis, Neil, Aurelio, Bill, Jason, rugged terrain, big climbs, big energy at the 52K. Then the 34K crew was Kim, Melissa, Jen, Frank, Robert. Amazing performances across the board in Mount Shasta. Let's go, local squad.
Dude, we're just all over the place. Chico is represented at every race, it feels like.
Pictures were cool from this event.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, that's one that I wouldn't mind checking out.
Yeah.
Neil said it was an ass kicker, though.
Yeah.
That was a lot of climbing.
Yeah.
A lot of climbing.
And a lot of downhill. And shout out Travis. Did you see how well Travis performed at that race?
That
guy's a beast.
He does. He runs a lot. He cycles a lot.
He's strong.
Yeah, just a strong guy. Very strong guy.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
That jumped out to me. I felt the same way. I was like, wow, I saw that pop up on Strava and I was like, wait, finished ahead of some of those people? Like, damn, Travis, let's go.
I think he's been out at some of the morning speed workouts too.
Yeah, I've been missing those.
Yeah. 6 is really early. Really early. Although at 6, it's probably only like 82 degrees. As opposed to waiting until 6 in the afternoon when it's 104.
I know. Oh, I'm a glutton for punishment, though.
Absolutely.
Get me out there in the oven.
Absolutely.
Okay, how about Lemurian Trail Race? Hope I said that right. Mount Shasta Ski Park. This was a cool crew, too. You had Matt, Joey, Brian, Billy. Mandy also ran it. The boys were up there for the weekend having fun. 15 miles, 3,500 feet of climbing. Billy said it was the hardest race he's ever done.
Well, and that's coming on the tails of doing that Mendocino 50K, which also sounded pretty dang hard. So, I mean, if Billy is saying a race is hard, I tend to believe that.
Yeah, me too.
He goes hard and has run a lot of races, so he's got some pretty good perspective.
Yeah, and there's somebody here we didn't mention Joff. Joff finished second.
Yeah, just showed up.
Casual.
Yeah, casual. I mean, that's kind of what Joff does. He just like shows up. I know this past weekend he just casually ran a marathon in Upper Park just because he felt like it. And it seems like he's running a marathon every other week.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? Like a month?
Plans to do once a month.
Well, he's knocking it out. He's doing
amazing.
some cool stuff. It's another guy we should really sit down and pick his brain.
Yeah.
I think he's got a lot that he could share.
Yeah, you're right. There are two things here. Joff said all the training that he did while living in Colorado helped him for this run.
Sure.
And that piqued my interest. I was like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Like you spent a lot of time training at altitude in one of I don't know, how could you say it? One of the most prestigious places for trail running, if you will. You know, Colorado,
and high altitude trail running.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool to talk to him about.
Definitely.
Yeah. When Billy said, was the hardest race, and you mentioned the Mendocino Coast 50K, that 50K had 3,900 feet of climbing, and that's 33 miles was the distance for that race.
Yeah.
This one was 50 miles, had 3,500 feet of climbing.
Yeah.
So, and the start of the race was literally like, whoop, straight uphill.
It's the ski park, right? So they're literally running up and down the ski runs, like all of the main ski runs. That's insane. I've been up there snowboarding a couple times, and I might just stick with the chairlifts. I don't think I need to try and run up those. There's a reason people don't do that.
That's great.
Yeah, I can only imagine what the cabin was like where Matt, Joey, and Billy were staying.
Yeah. Fun times.
Dude. Incredible
and
times.
Brian, yeah, dude. Shout out Brian too. He got in that run. I ran into him recently. He said it was tough.
Yeah. Those guys are a good time.
Yeah, they sure are.
Okay, coming up, Oregon Cascades 100 on July 25th. Let's go. Aurelio's going to go get after it. The mayor, man, he's got to make a name for himself up there.
Yeah,
I'm sure he will.
He's going to go take over that community. He's going to leave there, and he's going to know every person at every aid station. He'll probably literally know the mayor of the town where the race is being held. Heck, he might even run for governor before he leaves the state of Oregon.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I ran. I was out running yesterday evening and saw him and his family hanging out at the park. And let's take a second. He's an incredible runner, incredibly dedicated, but such a positive dude, generally speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Such a what appears to be such a good parent too. Like always hyping up his kids, hyping up his wife Shelly, who's also getting way into running in the last couple of years. So yeah, man, he's just a good dude. I'm glad to know him and glad he's a part of our community.
Dude, well said. Yeah, Aurelio's the absolute man, dude. Love that guy.
Yeah.
He is a force and so much positive energy and such a hard worker and just gets out there and makes it happen. At least 10 miles every day, it seems like. He's on the grind. And yeah, man.
Maybe that's a guy we should track down.
We got the list, man.
We got the list.
He's on the list for sure.
Real Deal Neil just ran a 10K back east this weekend. And I'm pretty sure it was a PR by
10 seconds?
Yeah. And I don't remember what the exact time was, but it was under a 7-minute pace.
Yeah, it was like 41 something.
That's fast.
Or 4, yeah.
So yeah, shout out Real Deal on his way to travel the world for a couple weeks, and then he'll be back in Chico.
Yeah, awesome.
Hey, you know what? We missed a race.
Which race?
And it was just this last weekend, and it was the SOB 50K and 15K.
Shane, we got to get Shane some love.
Shane did the 50K and crushed it. Good work, Shane. Shauna was up there. Sarah was up there.
Dude, the Garrity's were up there,
too. The Garrity's were up there. They did the 15K. So, yeah.
So much is happening.
We would be remiss if we didn't mention them. So, good work to all you folks who were up in Siskiyou.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. Thank you for bringing that up. Other stuff going on locally. Big news for the Chico Running Club. Mike O'Connell, the president, stepping down, our main man Mike, and Stephen Hartman, the Tennessee Big Deal, is going to step in as prez. Let's go. What do you think about that?
Love it.
Yeah. From
one great leader to the next great leader.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, it's the passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are both good dudes. Mike, we have the pleasure of seeing Mike pretty often. He was a great guest on here, the vegan badass himself. Big fan of him. He recommended a book to me recently that I'm looking forward to reading called The Running Ground. But yeah, Steven's such a good dude too. The Tennessee Big Deal is no joke. He's been putting in a lot of hard work lately with pretty big goal for Sim, which is a BQ. Yeah. So shout out to Steven. Good luck. We support you. If there's anything we can do to back you up, we'll always be pumping CRC.
Yeah, great point.
So congratulations.
Yeah, he's got a marathon, Humboldt Marathon too, coming up that he's training for.
That's right.
And one thing I was observing lately, I've been on a couple CRC runs lately, and I've just always enjoy the opportunity to interact with Steven. We're on the same trivia team too, so we chop it up quite a bit. And I've noticed that he's got ideas. Mm-hmm. I think he'll be good in this position because he cares and he wants to grow the club, and he's thinking about creative ways to do that. Yeah. And it's fun to sort of communicate with him and kick around some ideas with him and see what, see the passion that he has for it. And so I think it's a good role for him.
Most definitely. So CRC is in good hands.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm sure Mike won't be far away.
No, he's going to be helping out as much as he can. They just did the Run Like a Hero 5K on July 4th with the Striders. A little collaboration sensation. It was festive, fun. They had more than 100 runners. They had amazing handmade medals by the Striders for the finishers.
That was cool.
It was cool, man. I ran it for fun and made some content. Hashtag running for fun is hard. It's really hard to do a race and be like,
I'm not going to get after it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the dogs on the leash. I'm going to pull the reins back.
Not going to let the Mustang out of the garage.
I'm going to do my very best to just enjoy this one. I don't recommend it. I'm not sure I'm ever going to do it again. It was hard, man, but it was fun. And, we've kind of had this discussion a little bit, but with the turkey trot, like if there is races to do for fun, it's the holiday ones.
Yeah. And I think with this one, Run Like a Hero, specifically the cause that it's supporting, which we need to add, was incredibly successful.
Yeah, dude.
It sounds like the Striders are, just from this race, are able to fund 3 scholarships next year already.
Yeah, amazing.
So kudos to Danny DeMeo and the work he's doing, and CRC for being such an adamant supporter of that and
Great
dedicated
point.
supporter. Yeah, really cool.
CRC's emerging. That is literally one of the best local races around, just all that it entails.
Mm-hmm.
The handmade medals by the Striders, the proceeds and how they benefit the Run Strong scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Good turnout, and CRC's had good turnouts at the recent runs. And how about the Bidwell Run Club? Wednesday nights have been electric, yo.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even when it's hellscape hot, the gang shows up.
The gang shows up.
And it almost seems like too that the hotter it gets, the more people show up. Like, we're not the only gluttons for punishment around here.
No.
It's so fun.
They got the creek cross, man. That makes it okay. Everything's okay with the creek cross.
It's the selling point.
Totally. Get in there.
Yep. And, it's sparkle water season. So that also helps draw people out. Ice cold sparkling water and electrolytes.
We need a picture of everybody in the creek.
Yeah.
We always pose for the picture at the beginning.
Yeah.
We need to get everybody in that creek.
Maybe.
Pose for a picture.
Yeah. How about picture at the beginning and in the middle?
Yeah,
but not
fun.
At the end when everybody's hot and miserable. Save it
I
for
don't
the
know.
beginning.
The ends are so fun though, because we
They
get
are.
the sparkling waters and they hand out the elements, and it's just like we all feel good.
Yep.
Especially after you've been trying to cash Pushing Pete at the end right there,
Ooh,
getting to
love that
let it
segment.
out.
Love that segment. Love that segment.
Getting aired out at the end. Okay, Friday lunch recess runs are pure joy as well, dude. Those are so fun.
They are. I'm glad that they decided to kind of make that more publicized. I know Billy and I had been doing that for a few weeks before it became like this. Hey, why don't you just post it on the club and see if anybody wants to join
right.
us?
You guys
Billy
did
and I
start
were
that.
just like, hey, you work at home on Fridays. I work at home on Fridays. I want to run. Let's go run. It's really turned into a cool thing. And if you haven't joined one of those and you can, come out with us. It's casual. It's about 3 miles, maybe 3.5. And it's a good time.
Yeah, love it. Okay, speaking of BRC, Colby Mountain Trail Fest is coming quick. September 5th, 3 options, 5K, 12K, 24K on that fresh new trail up there that just hosted the Gravel Grind bike race this past weekend. Spots are flying, y'all. They need volunteers. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great party. It's going to be a great trail run. I know a dog from out of town, Santa Cruz, who's coming up to run.
What?
A dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he going to give Ed a run for his money?
He might. Alex Piasecki knows him pretty well. He used to live around here.
Okay.
He ran the Santa Cruz race that I did last year, and all I remember seeing was the heels of his shoes, because he took off right at the start and finished top 10 in a super competitive race.
Oh, man.
And he's coming up. He lived around here, so he's very familiar with the Chico region. His wife actually used to work at Odyssey Teams.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But there's a dog coming up, and I bet the field's going to be pretty competitive in general.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
Can I say something about
lock
this
in.
race?
Yes,
Have you seen the poster that's been created
Yes,
for it?
so cool.
It is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I want to get my hands on one in the worst way. It's in that artist. I think it's a local artist.
Jacob Davenport.
Okay.
Dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible artwork. So dang cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jacob Davenport for the art, and for BRC for reaching out to a local artist to have that created. I think it just adds another layer of value and significance to what they're building with this race.
Dude, totally. What a great idea.
Keep it all local.
BRC's doing some amazing things, man. They've got some vision. It's very, very cool. They also have the Trail Film Fest coming up on August 11th at the best place in town to host get-togethers.
The Commons.
The Commons.
Man, they got good beer. good cocktails, good stage, good pizza.
Did you see some of the World Cup scenes?
Insane.
Yeah, dude, they were popping off at the Commons.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You probably know this better than I do. Isn't it owned by a bunch of soccer players?
Oh, Jesse Grigg was one of the founders, and he played for Chico State. He was in our year at Chico State.
No kidding.
Yeah. He knows Wando pretty good.
Oh.
I don't know if the other guys played soccer, but yeah, they're into the sports for
It's
sure.
in their fabric.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's
the
cool.
Trail Film Fest will be cool, man. Tickets are pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
And they're gonna, that's gonna be a fun night, August 11th. So yeah, BRC, dude, like you mentioned with the posters and just everything that they're doing and providing for our community. They're so next level.
They are.
It's awesome. Fleet Feet's been doing some real fun things too lately, as usual. I mean, they're incredible too. Pub runs, getting to test out some new shoes. The Hoka Clifton Pros last week. Cafe runs every second Sunday at Bidwell Perk. Recently, we tested out some ultras with our main man Nick. Fleet Feet's got the summer maintenance trail training program rolling right now. Tuesdays and Saturdays, they're meeting, doing their thing. Daniel's back coaching, which is really fun to see.
Saw Daniel the other
after
night.
he got back from his injury. So, yeah, man, Fleet Feet just keeps doing their thing, man. They're steady, they're solid, they're consistent. I joined the group for their run Saturday. It was fun. Great vibes, man.
I want to plug their beer relay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
The beer relay that they do twice a year. There's a holiday one that's just a really, really significant one, an important one. Shauna, the race director extraordinaire, local racing director queen, whatever we want to call her. That holiday one is great because part of the entry fee is you donate a toy that is donated to local charities to be given to kids who are less fortunate. So if you get a chance to sign up for the holiday one, do it. It's a blast. Just did the summer one, which is close to 4th of July. So it's like a 4th of July-ish theme. I just stumbled into the right place at the right time. Stephen Hartman and Mike O'Connell said, hey, we need another couple people for our team. I was like, I'm in. And then we dragged in Pete the Form.
What a team.
Yeah. And then Mike had to bow out.
Oh.
And Eddie Schilling stepped up and was like, I'm in. So yeah, we had a good time.
That's how Eddie rolls.
He's just like on the ready Eddie. Oh, Eddie, on the ready Eddie. Yeah, he's always ready to jump in, join a group run, join a team like that. Solid guy.
That's
we
so
did well.
good.
I think we finished second overall, but we got walloped by like 4 minutes.
It's hard to beat Nehemiah.
Yeah, it was hard. Nobody did.
Okay, question. What was your mile time, including the chug of the beer?
Okay. I mean, I don't think you should ever celebrate drinking accomplishments. So I'm looking at this as a running accomplishment that happened to have a beer at the end.
Let him know, Pete. Let him know.
6:08 with the beer.
Whoa, dude.
6:08 with the beer.
How much of that was running versus chugging?
Okay, so I think my chug was about 14 seconds.
Damn, dude.
So the form was standing at the corner. The form was going to be our anchor guy. And I come up to the corner where Fleet Feet is. And I go,
We're getting the play-by-play.
yeah. I go, Pete, get ready. I get inside. I slug it down. And I'm like, Pete, go. And he gets back and he's like, dude, you weren't joking. And I was like, no, I wasn't, Pete. I play for keeps. This isn't a fun run. Yeah, it was a good time. On the ready Eddie.
On the ready Eddie.
At the last minute,
Quick
joined the
feet,
team.
Pete.
That's right. Pete the Form and the Tennessee Big Deal. Yeah. If nothing else, we had the best nicknames as a team. Yeah.
TBDs.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. Hey, you know what the bottom line is? Every run is fun. And the Chico running community is absolutely thriving. Shout out to everybody who's been smashing lately, doing their thing. Thank you to the clubs for what you provide. We're so lucky and grateful to be able to get some miles together. And of course, hydrate because it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to our guest.
Please.
We've got a special one today. Today's guest is one of the most complete runners to ever come through Chico State. He's a West Region champion, a multi-time CC2A champion, a national finalist, a national academic All-American, and the owner of a 1,500-meter time that ranks among the fastest ever run in Division II history. He's run the equivalent of a sub 4-minute mile, and every season he seems to find another gear. But beyond the accolades, he's the team barber, a pizza connoisseur, a fisherman, a Rubik's Cube wizard, and one of the most grounded, humble athletes you'll ever meet. His mom is his rock, his teammates are his family, and his rise from Turlock to national prominence is one of the best stories in Wildcat history. Today we sit down with the one and only Damian Garcia. Pete, what's your first memory of Damian?
All right, so friend of the podcast, Josh Bullock, good friends with Coach Gary Town, said, hey, this guy's legit. Like, there's fast, and then there's what Damian's doing. And we had Gary on not long before that, and Gary was like, this guy's legit. Gary's been sending us the details of all the races that they go to, and always seeing Damian's name popping up and podiums, and just keeps pushing himself and running faster and faster. So hearing about him, and then the night that we went and watched, it was incredible. We'll dive into that. I won't go too much into that right now, but just watching that was incredible to see Damian just flying by. Yeah, that's kind of the origins for me, was hearing the word on the street, and then now we have him sitting here in front of us. It's pretty darn cool.
Way cool, man. Let's go. Damian, welcome to the show. What's up, my man?
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on this show.
Dude, yeah, what do you think so far?
Oh, I loved hearing your guys' banter. That was hilarious.
Yeah, man, we're just so glad that you were willing to come talk to us. You're a busy guy, obviously, all fall, all spring, this past weekend. In another week and a half, you're going to be really busy. So yeah, thanks for finding a couple hours to come chop it up with us.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. This is amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to be on this podcast, and it's really cool getting to talk to you guys.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming on and discussing some good stuff with us. You know, that night you're talking about when he was attempting to break the 4-minute mile, I just remember the force that you ran with that night, Damian, and being close to kind of the edge of the track and filming some shots, and literally the wind sort of shaking my hand as you ran by. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, right. And so, do you remember we were kind of right at the start finish line, which is an incredible place to be. So Damian and the lead pack come flying by us, and the rest of the runners are flying behind him, still going faster than I could ever dream of. And I watch all them fly by, turn around to look, and Damian's at the far corner already. I'm like, what? How do you move that fast? Yeah, but the force was just something else.
It was. That was a really fun night, man. Let's start with the running origin story. Turlock roots to Chico. We want to establish those roots and figure out where the engine that you possess comes from. Where does running start for you, Damian?
Yeah, so running kind of starts when, I was looking for a sport. Or actually, I wasn't looking for a sport. My parents were looking for a sport for me because I was just sitting at home doing nothing all day. I was kind of a big gamer back then. So all I do was just sit around playing video games. And then they're like, you need to do a sport. And I'm like, all right, so I'll do basketball. And they're like, no. And then I'll do football. Nope. And so then I was like, you know what, let's do what they want. And they wanted me to do running. And so, I joined the track team, and I was actually super nervous to get on the track team in middle school. And I saw my name on the list that people that got into from tryouts and stuff. And I was like, oh, let's go. I made it. That's awesome. And then ever since then, I just been running a lot, and, went to high school, stuck with the same sport and stuff. And yeah, I guess with my mom, my dad, my uncle, my sister, it was all running for them. It was all in my childhood. I always saw it. I hated it at first. It was terrible. Sometimes I still hate it, but yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world.
So your whole family are runners of some sort, whether it's distance or sprints. They've all kind of been runners at some point in their life?
Yeah, so they were all long distance runners.
Okay.
My dad was pretty good back then in like the late 80s.
Okay.
Or early night. I don't really know, but
Back in the 1900s.
yeah, I don't even know his age. I still think he's like 30 something. But
I think I'm that old too.
but he was really good back then. And I always wanted to beat his times going into high school and stuff. I'm like, wow, like, you know, every time I see a photo of him back then running at Fresno City College, I was like, wow, this is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then same thing with my mom. She would do the most of the like recreational runs, where like the marathons and the half marathons, and my sister would join her. She was on the track team in high school. She did long distance, and so then I kind of, you know, I was pretty just like they all just kind of put me in that area and that field, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with it. And then yeah, that's pretty much how it was.
Amazing. When did you realize you had real wheels?
Yeah.
I guess senior year of high school. It was when like I wasn't really committed to a college yet, and I didn't really think about running for college until like my senior year, really, until I actually got like emails and letters from people. And then we were just at the county championships, and I was entered in the 800 just for fun, and and I just won the 1600 meters earlier that day. And then I was like, you know what, let's just do whatever in the 800. I really don't know how what to do. And my 800 time before that was like too flat. And then I was in a race with the future state 800 meter champion, my friend Joe Lighthall. He goes to BYU now.
I taught at Paradise High School for a while, and his dad was the principal up there, Lauren Lighthall. He was the principal for a while. Yeah.
I didn't know
so
that. That's
I
crazy.
remember Joe, I met him a couple times when he was probably 12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
didn't know
small
that.
world. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
did.
super
That's
small world.
that's crazy that you know Joe. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's like, he only lives like 10 minutes from me. I went to his house a couple of times, and we hung out.
Yeah. They're down, what's the town that they live in now?
Houston.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's super crazy.
Yeah.
That's super funny that yeah.
6 degrees of running separation.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I guess after I was entered in that race, he took it out, and my other friend Caleb Kavanaugh went out with him, and we ran out like a 50, I don't know, something under 60, and then I won the race in 154, and that's a pretty huge like kind of difference, like 2 flat to 154.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really like run the 800 that much.
Yeah.
And then Gary texted me after. He's like, dude, like what? And I was like, what? And he's like, you just ran like a 154. I'm like,
is that
like,
good?
What does that mean? I was like, I honestly had no idea what that meant, but then I realized it was like one of the top like ranking times in the state at the time, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I know, knowing Gary now, I'm sure he would have been like, dude, we're getting this 154 guy. Like, he just went from 2 flat to 154 now.
Yeah.
And, it's just, that's kind of when I realized, I was like, well, that's pretty good.
So at that
Amazing
point, you'd already been in communication with Gary about, hey, maybe you should think about coming up north to do some running.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually, I think I just recently committed there.
Okay. So he was really licking his chops like, I'm glad that we've already got you committed because things might be different.
Yeah. He was pretty stoked about that, which is funny. I was definitely, super interested in Chico, and I was committed already, and it worked all out. Yeah.
So you would say that Gary found a diamond in the rough then, so to speak. That was in the recruiting process. Was he one of the only schools that, showed interest in you?
Yeah, so there was only a few schools that showed interest in me, and Gary was one of them. It was a very small recruiting class. It was me, Mario, and Nick, which really funny story that I met Nick before I was like committed to Chico State. I was like, it was my coach, or one of my track coaches went to his school to also coach. And then I met him at a track meet there in Gilroy. And so I talked to him, and he was like, hey, where do you think about going? I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to Chico. He's like, dude, me too. and then it's super funny that out of like the billion places I could have met this kid, it was like, and the only 3 people that were recruited that year, I met him, and it was just, yeah, we became roommates. It was super funny.
Wow,
But,
that's a pretty impressive trio.
Yeah, it really is, dude. Gary's not messing around.
No.
It's like he's done this before.
Yeah, for like 35 years or something. Wow, that's so cool. And like, yeah, man, it's a small world.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a very small world. So what did appeal to you about Chico State when you started talking with Gary and talking with Nick? Like, what was it that was like, yeah, I kind of like that place. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah. So honestly, originally, like, it was like, I heard about Chico State. I loved how Gary sent me letters instead of like emails and like a random phone call from a number I had no idea. Like, I had no idea who it was. And he sent me handwritten letters, which is honestly the best recruiting strategy. Unfortunately, everyone will probably know this now because I'm saying it, but yeah,
Secret safe with us.
That was awesome.
We have post-production. Edit it out.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was super awesome. Handwritten letters, and I was like, oh, this guy sounds like he actually cares. And he was really interested in like my life and the background of me rather than just like my running and my stats and like, oh, like you can do this. Okay, you might be a good runner. He actually like wanted to dive deeper into my like history and background and stuff. And it was really nice that he cared. And so that was one of the things that, you know, interested me in Chico, that a coach cares about their team and the success of their athletes and just the athletes they have, like in general, like they care about their athletes. And so that was pretty amazing to know. I didn't meet the teammates until camp when I got there. So it was kind of just like, I have no idea how the team is, but I heard that, like, you know, the culture was amazing. And you know, it all starts, I feel like, with the coach. And if the coach is a really nice guy and honest guy, then I feel like the team has to reflect a bit of that, you know.
That was one of the things that struck me. I hadn't met Gary until we had him on the podcast. Like I mentioned earlier, my friend Josh is pretty good friends with Gary, and he's like, hey, like, you got to talk to Gary. Like, he's a really good guy. He's got great stories. He's really invested in what he does. And the couple hours we got to spend with him, he comes off as so authentic. And the fact that you're saying he cared about me as a person and wanted to know what the story was, not just like, dude, you just ran a 154-800 out of nowhere. Yeah. You should come run here. He wanted to know, like, well, what else? Like, who are you as a person? I think that came through when we talked to him. Ross was like very interested in doing what's right for the person that he's recruiting, not just the athlete, but the whole person. And I've heard some other stories of things that he's done for his, you know, his athletes to support them beyond just like helping them become better runners, but becoming better people. Yeah. So it's cool to hear it from you firsthand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Great coach. Amazing. He's like a third father figure to me. It's amazing.
I love the handwritten recruiting letter touch. That's savvy, dude.
Yeah, for
that's
real.
Real nice.
That is. And I think that's a great point too. It's that personal touch. Right. You know, with like an email, you could certainly do like talk to text, right? Yeah. And no one's like, he's not writing it, but he sat down and hand wrote it. That's really cool. And I would imagine that those are things that you've held on to and probably have stashed away somewhere as like, I'm going to hold on to this because this is going to be significant. That's incredible. Just out of curiosity, what other programs were you considering beyond Chico?
Yeah, so there was a few schools that were recruiting me. It was Sac State, St. Mary's, Stanislaus State. I think those were the main schools that were recruiting me. I think by the end it came down to Stan State, which was my hometown.
Yeah, local.
Turlock and Chico State, and I chose Chico State. I don't know if you guys knew that. I'm just kidding. But so yeah, I realized I didn't want to stay, local. That's kind of what ultimately, made me go to Chico instead.
And what's wild too is Turlock is hot as shit as well.
Ooh, yeah, same weather.
Yeah, so it's like a lateral move weather-wise, but more trees.
Yeah.
St. Mary's, I mean, that's pretty darn nice weather.
I can't even remember it.
It's East Bay in the foothills.
Moraga.
Yeah, beautiful. Little different type of lifestyle in Moraga than in Chico.
Yeah.
My sister went to St. Mary's for a semester and
Okay.
then said, "See ya."
I have a friend that went to St. Mary's and finished, and he loved it, but was like, "I'm out of here." Yeah, it's definitely a different lifestyle. One semester and I'm out of here. Where did you go after that?
UC Davis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's a little more community centric.
definitely.
Not as isolated, but anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Interesting though.
Okay, so Turlock versus Chico.
Yeah.
What do you like about Chico?
Oh, man, there's like infinite things I can talk about compared to like Turlock. I feel like living in one place your whole life, you get to know the entire area pretty easily, especially a small town like Turlock. And, you know, once you become 17, ready to go to college, you realize there's like nothing to do in Turlock. And so once I got to Chico, I realized like there's actually so many things to do here. And even if there wasn't, like the landscape, the people here, the community here is just so much different from a Central Valley town. I think one of the biggest things I liked here mostly about Chico was the amount of trees.
Yeah,
like
it's awesome.
It sounds funny, but like it was like so shaded, and the Bidwell Park. Like I had no idea what it was until Gary told me about it, and then like he could tell me how it looks and all that stuff, but like over a phone call, and I'd still have no idea. But once he got there and actually saw what it looks like, it was like it's amazing. And the trails there, like everything there is just awesome.
So you didn't make a visit up here to like meet the team, go out on a little run. You just kind of committed blindly and showed up for training camp in your first summer?
No,
Okay.
I mean, well, like, no,
Yes, sort of.
I did come on a visit here,
Okay.
but I never met any of the athletes
Okay.
there because they were still on winter break, and
Oh.
it was like unofficial visit.
Got it.
So it wasn't paid for or anything.
Yeah.
Like I didn't stay the night with anyone. And it was kind of just like, oh, Gary can pencil me in at this time.
Yeah.
And so we visited Upper Bidwell. We went to his office. He showed me the mountain of trophies he has in his
It's pretty
in his
impressive.
office. Yeah, it's great. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he took me to I think it was Upper Crust. And I got to eat sauerkraut for the first time. And then my mom was like, don't tell Gary. She told Gary not to tell me what it is. And I was like, well, what is it? And then it wasn't even that gross. I mean, it's fermented cabbage. Who
Yeah.
cares? Like,
Yeah.
But
It's
like, I
like
don't know,
kimchi
it's just
from
like-
Germany.
yeah. I was like, I mean, I don't care. It's like, but yeah, I got to try one of those. I mean, it's a random story, but yeah. So I got to know the whole like downtown area, the Upper Bidwell area, and I was like, this is awesome. Like this, you will never find anything within like an hour of this from Turlock.
Sure.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Way cool, man. Let's shift gears into like the breakthrough moments and the races that changed everything for you. I imagine with Gary seeing the 154 that day, he knew how much talent there was there, and he knew that there were going to be some performances that would launch you into the national conversation, or at least he was hoping for. And this past year, you pulled something off that's so incredible. Like the more that I think about it, the more we think about it. So 1,500 meter race, you ran a 3:35. A 1,500 meter race is just shy of a mile. 1,600 meters is pretty much just about a mile.
1609?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, 1609.
So a 3:35 is just absolutely flying. This is the second fastest 1,500 ever run in NC2A Division II history, and
Unreal.
only the second D2 athlete to break 340. This happened at Azusa Pacific in a loaded field with perfect conditions. Holy cow, Damian. Walk us through that race that day.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool race. I was like seeing the lineup a few days beforehand, and I was like, Gary, I really need this race. And then luckily when we saw the actual heat sheets, I was on the one with all of the top guys, and I was super stoked about it.
How does that seating work?
I guess it's by time. I think it was like I saw the names and I saw the PRs and I was like, you know what? I could be in it, but I could be in like Heat 2 or something. I really hope I am in the Heat 1 where all these guys are going to be at for sure.
Yeah.
And I asked for it. I was just telling myself that day that I asked for this and that like this is the reward. You know? This is the reward to be racing and having this opportunity to be like with these guys. So that night we went for it. I knew the pace was going to be paced at like 3:34. And these guys are going to be in front. Gun goes off. I sprint. I don't know. I ended up in like 7th place or something like after the first 200 meters. And then we're just going around the lap and we come through pretty hot. I think around like 57. We're still on the pace lights. Go another lap. We're falling behind the top guys. Me and another guy, his name is Isaiah Givens from Colorado. He kind of got blocked by another guy from like I think it was Belgium, so we had to go around him, and then after that we catch up to the front pack, and then now it's just me and those guys. We got a bell lap to go and I'm like 10 meters behind because they start going pretty hard right after the 400 to go, and I'm kind of over there just like swimming, but like I'm like I have no idea what time I'm about to run. It feels like so hard. I'm literally like aching. Everything's hurting. My face in the videos, like you can see, is just like like gritting so hard. And that's with 400 to go. You know, that's not even that like.
It's not the last straightaway.
Yeah, right. We're not like 100 to go yet. So I get to the 300, and these guys are still like hauling ass in front of me, and I'm like, damn, am I gonna even catch up to these guys? Then I'm like, you know what? I need at least one guy. Like I need to catch up to them, and I wanted it so bad, and I saw the pace lights were up there, and I just went for it, and I ended up catching one of the slow guys, or like not San Luis Obispo guys, the Cal Poly slow guys.
Oh, okay.
And,
I don't think any of these guys are slow.
Yeah. And then the winner came out in like 3:32, and then after that 3:34, 3:35, and then me 3:35, and I honestly couldn't really like. I had no idea what just happened. I wanted to fall to the ground. Everything hurt super bad. And luckily nobody tackled me this time like last year. Nobody pushed me to the ground and punched me on the ribs or anything, or like, let's go and stuff. But it was amazing that all of my teammates came up and surrounded me and just were like cheering for me so loud. And Gary came up and everything. It was unreal.
Awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah. Was this a lot of D1 schools?
Yeah, they're all D1 schools. There's an Olympian in there too. Jake Hayward.
How does that work? Is that like is it like an open entry competition type thing, or like how did you qualify to run in that with those D1 runners? Like how come there's a mix?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I guess with races, it doesn't matter what division you're in as long as you have the time to be next to them. So I had a entry time of 3:39 from last year that I ran at this same meet. So entry times got me in there, and yeah.
Okay, so way cool. And would you say that your performance was lifted up by the field of runners that were taking part in that event? Mm-hmm. Like trying to stick with them?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. I knew all these names. I knew like Marco Langen. I knew Jake Hayward was a European silver medalist. I knew Chris Cadillo is a dog, and Carson Smith, like all these guys. Or just straight dogs, and I knew I was like, damn, like I'm happy to be in the race with these guys. Like, you know, I wanna like compete against them. It's super cool.
That's so when you're saying like I wanted this race, that was part of it. It was like I need to show myself in this field.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not you?
Absolutely.
So going into that race, you mentioned that you recognize these names, you see these times. Does Gary help you develop a strategy for the race and say, hey, attach to this guy, let this guy pull you along. When you get to this point, try this move. Is he barking out times as you're hitting different parts of the track? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. So I think at this point, Gary, he gives really good like motivation and stuff, kind of lets me figure out what to do during the races. I guess with this race, he was telling me like, it's going to be hot. Like, you know, it's going to be a fast race. Everyone wants to run fast here. He told me that, and he told me to just stay on it and hold on to it. He also told me not to go out too hard. If it's too hot, he kind of wanted me to be back towards the back. And so kind of what I was trying to do, but yeah, it ended up going that way. I kind of just went out and just went for it and stuff. And
Full send.
Yeah, but he gives really good pep talks. He says to be confident for sure. Like, you know, you're in this race for a reason, and this is a great opportunity you have here. And yeah,
why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Why
Amazing.
not? Yeah.
What did you eat? Okay, so there's some comments
Yeah.
on the Instagram post. Okay,
yeah.
there's some fun comments like, did you know he eats Little Caesars or frozen chicken pot pie before his runs? There's some good IG lore out there if you've seen the video of Damian crushing this race that day. What, in fact, did you eat before the race?
Yeah, I guess you'd be surprised then, I guess. I mean, if that's all people think I eat. You know, I only got Little Caesars like once this year. I don't know if that was even a comment, but, you know.
They're trolling.
Yeah,
they're trolling.
I think that was my girlfriend Iris that said that too. I was like, oh, you don't even know what I eat? Like, I'd prefer Domino's. But yeah, so I guess that race is, we were at the same hotel that we stayed at a month before, and so we have a Sprouts right next to that hotel. So I went to Sprouts at that race, got a chicken parm and chicken pesto pasta, and I raced good. And so I was like, you know what, let's do the same thing. And so I ate chicken pesto pasta and chicken parm a little bit before that race as well, because, you know, it was like at like 9 p.m. and Peter's writing this.
Yeah. Pete's jotting down some notes
So
over
duly
here. That's
noted.
great.
I realized I need some good carbs before the race. I also need some protein and like throughout the day, I guess, because I am gonna race later, and it's like at like 9 p.m. So I was like, I have to eat like a few meals throughout the day. Those are good carbs, and I threw all of that shit up after.
I was about to ask. No way.
All of that up.
That's one of my signature moves, to finish a race and then throw up.
Yeah. I definitely don't try to do that.
So here's my theory on that, right? So when you're running a race and you're really trying to blister it or PR, you know, you've been working toward this, you want to finish on empty, right? And sometimes you're not quite on empty when you get to the finish line, so you got to get to empty one way or another. Might as well let it out.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible. Has it set in how impressive and significant that time is in the like grand scheme of running at Chico State at the Division II level? Like, has it like really set in, do you think? Or is it one of those things where like when you're done running at Chico State, you'll look back in a couple of years and be like, that's absolutely unbelievable?
Well, I hope I can look back at that and be like, damn, this is when I like really, you know, pushed it hard, and where I realized like that my future me can do this stuff. And
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
I think it settled all in after a couple of weeks, not days or hours.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, I did that. Like, I feel like, I can't even hit 57s during a workout. Like, I can't do that shit again. Like, there's no way. But it's a super cool thing. Like, I love pushing running boundaries. I love pushing limits. And it's really cool that I get to do it here at Chico and do it with my coach and do it with all my friends. And like, I just love setting the bar a little higher for people and for people to achieve and stuff. And I hope future athletes that come to Chico are like, damn, if he can do it, like, I can do it, you know.
Totally.
Definitely don't want it to be like, damn, he was a freak of nature or something like that. Like, I want it to be like, yeah, like, he can do it, I can do it.
That's awesome. I love the inspiration. The story gets even better, too, here at this particular event. You ran a 1:48 in the 800 meters the night before.
Yeah.
That's insane. So 6 seconds better than that 1:54 time that Gary was like, dude, you ran a 1:54 in high school. And you broke the Chico State school record. That was a hell of an event for you.
Yeah.
What did the 1:48 feel like the night before, and how the hell do you have enough gas in the tank to go out and run a 335 1500 meter the following day? Chicken pesto pasta.
That's what I was thinking.
It was probably that. I think I ate the exact same thing the next day. No, the 148 felt really good. I really wanted this, and I knew my training has led me up to this, so I was like, let's go out and roll with it. I really wanted that school record. I felt like it was a long time coming for me in the 800 and stuff, and I was like, man, if I have to take this out, I'm going to take it out, but I'm getting that, and that's exactly what I did. I don't know. I feel like I raced pretty decent after, like, having an 800. I think I don't know if it's like your body feels good after fatigue, or my body specifically does really well with fatigue, and like it makes me run faster or something like that. But every time I ran an 800, I ran a 15 after, and I can do what I didn't think I can do. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but it works, I feel like. So
that's really interesting. Yeah. Is there also perhaps a mental side of maybe the mind being a little bit more free going into the 1500 meters, knowing that the night before you broke the school record, something that you were working toward? So then going into the 50, it's almost like this is icing on the cake. This is what I want. I'm with this loaded field. So, I mean, mentally, how did that factor in?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely spot on. I feel like once you race something, you kind of feel like at ease, and you're ready for the next event. It's like if I run a good 800, I'm like, oh, like this is a good weekend so far, let's go out and crush this 15 that I'm going to do tomorrow. And that's kind of how it is. That's
amazing. You qualified for the NC2A championships in both events this year, finished 5th at nationals. What did that teach you?
That these guys are not playing around.
That's still really good, though, Damian. 5th is amazing.
Yeah, man, it's super nice. Like we're all like hugging before the race even started, and I was talking to the guys. I was like, hey, we're going fishing after this. Like, it's a cool experience. Like, you get to race with people that have the same like mindset as you, the same goals as you, and like the same they worked there. They worked so hard to be there, and you work so hard to be there. You're just racing against people that are just like you, and it's super cool.
What a community, man.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of mutual respect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And understanding of what it takes to get to that point, right? Mm-hmm. Like you just said, like you've all trained to get here. You've had to qualify to get there.
Yeah.
Legitimately blown away at how fast that is, and just the amount of work that must go into all this.
Mm-hmm. And I was looking forward to this episode and seeing your kind of interest in it, knowing that you're a fast runner. Dude, Pete's going to have I think we all can attest to how fast you are pushing Pete. And it's cool to get an opportunity to speak to a really fast Wildcat runner. I was like, dude, this is going to be fun. Like, Pete's going to be a kid in a candy store in this
Absolutely.
episode.
Yeah, I was, so on the run I went on this afternoon before I came over here, I was running with my friend Matt. And we were kind of talking. I was like, yeah, like Damian's coming on. I'm like super excited. And I was describing like watching you run that mile, and kind of said the same thing Ross said, like, yeah, when he ran by, like, you felt it. And Matt goes, yeah, when we run by something as fast as we go, like, the grass, like, might move a little bit. And, like, for some perspective, Ross and I, a few months back, we went out and did some speed work. We were doing, I don't know, was it like 30-second intervals or 20-second intervals? And the pace goal was like 4:45, and we got close for 10 seconds. Nice. And to try to comprehend 3.5 minutes at that kind of speed.
It's amazing.
I mean, clearly we're twice as old as you, probably twice as heavy as you, half as healthy as you.
You might got to do me like this.
And by you, I mean me, Ross, me. I think too, like, you mentioned a few minutes ago that, you want to inspire other people who come to run at Chico that they can do this, that you're not some kind of freak of nature. You're not a freak of nature, but you are, right? To have this kind of running ability is
amazing.
And clearly it's a lot of hard work, but also some natural talent, right? Like you are incredibly fortunate to have that. And then to have the work ethic and have the support of a coach and a family and a team to push you along. It's like a good equation, right? You're a finance interested guy, right? I'm like business kind of guy, right?
Yeah,
There's equations for all this stuff. There's a formula for success, and you've got it. So yeah, I absolutely am. I said to a couple people, like, I'm gonna be like fanboying out over talking to Damian,
who runs autographs.
Yeah. Can I get an autograph? Can we take a picture? Sorry, Ross.
Cool.
I digress.
No, it's great.
It's not about me. It's about Damian.
This is we're talking about track and field. You also smash on the cross country scene. A sub 29:30 10K helped secure the West Region Championship. That's insane. You had an 8K time of 23:35. Just absolutely blistering.
It's like faster than my 5K.
I know. It's so crazy. Not true. You do what, a sub 19 5K, which is really fast, Peter. You're really fast, bro.
Yeah.
You are blistering. Damian, you're blistering. What's your proudest accomplishment?
I think we answered this at camp too, but I honestly think my proudest running accomplishment is honestly making it to a team in college. I didn't think I was gonna be a runner in college, like, ever. I didn't think I was gonna be this fast to, like, be on a team, and I'm just glad that Gary accepted me into this program, and yeah, I feel like that's pretty cool. But I guess if we're talking about racing, we can go to the West Regional Championships. I feel like that was pretty awesome for me to just go out there and lead within like a K in, and then just never look back mentally. I looked back physically a few times, but, but like, I never looked back mentally. I just wanted to go out there and just like do what I do, and I was like, shit, how am I even in the front right now? Like, when did I get here? And then unfortunately, like, my friend, my scholarship donor, Bill Nipolth, he passed away recently before that, and he was a really big supporter of mine, and although like I didn't know him too much, it was really, like, I don't know, it impacted me like pretty deeply, like I have a supporter that I didn't know too much, but he was still out there supporting me, and it was like, and that was just, it was really sad to hear that he passed away, and so I feel like he raced out there with me that day, and that was amazing.
That extra motivation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love the perspective too.
Yeah.
Like,
and it goes right back to Gary, right? Who comes looking for good people.
Yeah.
Who can also run at a very high level, right?
Yeah.
He's not just looking for these one-dimensional people. He's looking for a whole human being. Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. Way cool. Let's get into understanding the why behind this. Gary, you just mentioned, we sent a text his way, said, hey, we're having Damian on. What should we ask him? We had to do our homework. It's our responsibility.
It's what we do.
And he mentioned you're a mama's boy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, talk about your mom, man. She's played a huge role in your journey. Tell us about that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, my mom, she's always there for my meets. Like, whenever she can show up, she shows up. She thinks that sometimes, like, that she's like my bad luck charm or something, like, because I mean, I don't think that at all, but she said that the other day when I raced, like, not so great, and she's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm your bad luck charm. You know what? I'm not gonna show up to your next race. I'm like, Mom, like, I need you there.
Yeah.
Like, she's definitely my number one supporter. It's super nice. Like, I asked her the other day, I was like, Mom, like, I really don't want to drive. Like, I feel like it would be bad for me if I drove to Oregon, and she offered to do it. I asked her if she wanted to do it, and then she said, yeah, like, without, like, hesitation. I was like, that's like how my mom is. She loves me so much that she would take, like, a few days out of work just to go see me race, and also to go drive me all the way to Oregon and back. Actually, I drove back more, but yeah, that's my mom. Yeah. I love my mom.
We love to hear that. Got a couple mama's boys in the room. So yeah, that's really cool. So mom's a big supporter. What keeps bringing you back to running, and what's keeping you inspired and motivated to keep pushing and seeing what else you can do?
I think it's definitely, like, my team. We're all competing together. We're all training together. They want the best out of everyone, and we want the best for each other. I do my absolute best for them, and they do their absolute best for me. And that's just an amazing feeling, going to practice every day and seeing those guys there with you and dying with you at some training days and stuff. And with same thing with the coaches, they work so hard to stick up with the new training stuff and all that, like behind the scenes. And I love racing so much. It's such an amazing feeling. It's so much pain during it, but I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly. It's like I want to do better every single day. I want to push my boundaries. I want to push limits, and I want to inspire other people as well, like, because I was definitely inspired in, like, when I was younger with running and stuff.
You said
So
this suffering, like struggling together. What is your relationship with suffering? Like, we talk about this, like our saying here, like, especially applicable in the summertime or when you're doing a hard workout, like you have to be, and I'm trying to teach my daughter who's going to be a sophomore at Chico High, who's running, like, you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, what is your perspective or kind of outlook on suffering?
Yeah, that was definitely like a good phrase. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I feel like that was a pretty good saying when we had in high school. You have to love suffering. I feel like you can hate it and love it at the same time, but ultimately you're gonna have to love it. Even like sometimes when I'm just aerobic running, I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, I do not want to be running right now, because I just feel horrible after like a workout or something, or just feeling just terrible throughout the day or something like that.
Sure.
Just gotta embrace it. Gotta kiss it on the cheek. Do whatever.
Yeah, we also talk a lot about, like, it gives you so much discipline and preparation for everything outside of running, right? Like, if you can be in that kind of immense physical distress and mental anguish for 3.5 minutes, to get uncomfortable there makes, sitting through a tough class, right? A lecture that's really dry, a job that is kind of monotonous and taxing sometimes, like, it gives you that ability to know, like, I can do this. Like, I've been way more uncomfortable. I can do all this stuff.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Just got to get through the shitty days and to have the good days and stuff.
Yeah. What's the theory? Like, a third of your runs are awesome, the greatest thing you've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
A third of them are just like, I did it. And a third of them are like, that was terrible. I can't imagine why anybody does this, or if I'll ever do this again.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty apt analysis of running.
The rule of thirds.
The rule of thirds. That's it.
It's funny because before we had Gary on, I was like, all right, I'd been running a lot lately, and it was like, all right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to try to break a sub 25K today, and then have Gary on the show. And we had him on a little later on that night. I ended up that run like 20:04, and it was pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I was right there. But it was good because it was like, an opportunity to pick Coach Town's brain about, like, well, what can I do to improve? What would you suggest? Yesterday, I kind of did something similar, knowing we were going to have you on. I did 2 miles, kind of a warm up, and then I was like, I'm going to go really hard.
You were cooking.
2 miles on the levee. It was hot.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to get into it. But the second mile, I ran a 6:03, which is one of the faster miles that I've done.
Nice.
I did not quite throw up though. So I feel like I had
you had
more
a little
in the
bit
tank.
left. You had a little bit left in the tank.
That's when but I went out the blocks hard on the fourth mile. And I was going, I don't know, like 5:45, 5:30 for the first 10th.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I couldn't sustain it. And all I'm thinking about on that levee is like just battling with the suffering. So when you're, as a collegiate athlete, as somebody who holds one of the greatest D2 1,500 meter times ever, like, what are you thinking about when it's like, man, this hurts and you're suffering out there?
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things is, like, I asked for this. Like, I wanted to do this, and I'm doing it right now. Like, there's no point. The race is about, like, where the finish line's over there. Like, you can't stop now. You gotta just keep going for it. And I'm thinking, like, I asked for this. I begged for this. I trained for this. This is the time to just give it all I have, because you don't know if you're gonna get this opportunity again. And that's how I feel, I guess.
I like it. Do you think about your heart rate at all?
Yeah. Do you focus on your breathing? Are you thinking about your cadence? Or just get to the line, get to the line, get to the line.
I guess during races, I'm just like, I literally just don't care. Like if I'm dead at the end, like there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just, like fighting my way to get to the line. I can't, I'm thinking of sometimes at the very end, I'm thinking of driving my arms, making sure I have like pretty good force to put off the ground. Cause if I'm like sloppy, like there's nothing I can do about that. I can't fix that, but like I can at least put some force to where I can push one foot in front of the other and go to the line and finish.
Yeah. So it's all those training runs, those miserable workouts that you just fall back on those, right?
Yeah.
Like, like Steph Curry, he's not thinking about his form when he's taking a three in the game, right? That's all practice. It's all just muscle memory. So is that kind of what you get to at that point? You're just so locked in, you just go back to the absolute fundamentals, like drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. During the race, it's way easier to be like focused on that stuff. But as you're getting tired, you're having to think like, oh, like I need to keep form for as long as I can, but on the last 100 meters, you're kind of just like, shit, like there's nothing. Like I look like I'm flailing my arm. Sometimes I look like I'm swimming and that's just how it is. But like, I guess for me, but I find a way to get to the line.
Yeah, that's I've read some books on Steve Prefontaine, right? And like a lot of the pictures of him and the description of him at the end of races is a lot like that, where it's not the prettiest thing at that point. It's flailing. It's doing everything that he can physically muster to get to that finish line as fast as possible. So, I mean, I think that's kind of a trait of high-level runners where just emptying the tank, whatever's left. If the arms are flailing, then so be it. I'm getting there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah. Can't necessarily worry about form those last 100 meters. I bet a lot of runners are digging deep in those moments.
Yeah.
Gutting it out.
You're tall. You've got long strides. That's another thing I remember that night when we were watching the 4-minute mile attempt. How tall are you?
5'11", 3/4.
5'11", 3/4.
If I said 6 foot, people would kill me. So.
But it seems like maybe you have long legs. But I don't know. I just remember the long strides going, holy cow, like you are making up a lot of ground. I don't know. I guess maybe you got to think genetics for that. Or is that something that you work on?
No, I mean, I don't think I can get taller or something. But
I don't know. They're doing some crazy things in Germany with stem cells.
Not me.
I mean, LeBron has come back from some crazy stuff, and Luka has too. But anyways, yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Do you focus on your stride length or your cadence with certain training runs?
Yeah, I guess recently I have been with my arms. I guess I'm keeping my knee drive kind of parallel with my arms. I make sure my knees are driving and my arms are driving during the runs. And even if it's like an aerobic run, I'm not like, pressing too hard to like, fix my form or something like that. But I definitely keep an eye on it. And like, if I'm feeling super crappy that day, I don't care at all. Like I'm just literally just hobby jogging the whole like rest of the way just to get to like the finish line pretty much.
We do a lot of hobby jogging.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, awesome. Hey, we've got so much good stuff. We got to take our first break of the show.
Yeah. Sounds good.
As usual, this break is brought to you, especially right now.
It's World Cup time.
They've got hydration breaks.
Yeah, I think they took that from us.
They might have.
Like we've been talking hydration breaks for a year, and then FIFA shows up in the U.S. and like we need hydration breaks every 24 minutes. Like I don't know, seems a little soft to me.
Yeah, and of course because of that, this break's brought to you by hydration. You got to drink your water, drink your electrolytes, just stay hydrated.
Yep. Drink it all. I don't know about you, but I have been slamming water on some of the runs in the park. I got here today with a big old bottle of electrolytes that are now empty.
Yeah, same with me after our last Friday lunch recess with BRC. I had some water and some Element, the perfect combination. And you know what else needs hydration? It's your financial future. We know a guy who can help you learn more about that.
Oh, yeah? Who is that?
That's none other than our friend Dan the Man Malden.
Dan runs with BRC. He bikes a ton, so a lot of you know him, but you may not know he can help you hydrate your bank account to ensure you reach your financial finish line.
That's right. I did a 5K for fun recently, some hobby jogging, tried to take the sage advice of the real deal Neil, who mentioned on our last show that he wished he could run more races for fun and enjoy the sport more, gave some love to Tom and Ursula along the way. I tried it. It's hard to do, but it's also important to do at the right time. Tom and Ursula seem to have it all figured out. But seriously, I shouldn't be thinking about a 5K. I need to be thinking about my 401k. So if you're looking for some 401k or financial coaching, look up Dan the Man Malden. Give him a call at 530-500-2782, 530-500-2782, 530-500-2782. That's Dan the Man Malden. He's got your financial advice. We love you, Dan. Miss you, buddy.
Stay hydrated.
Locked in. We're back. We're eating candies, having some discussions about Damian and where he lives with the Wildcats, who his roommates are.
That's a fast house. I would venture that there's not a house in Butte County, Tahoe County,
Blinking, you don't see it. It's one
Shasta
of those
County.
houses.
Yeah, that's faster. Like, as a group, there's not a faster house.
For real. Brings me back to the old college days.
I mean, unless the Molinas and is it Paulina?
They do have, that's a pretty fast house. Actually.
Okay, yeah, they might rival you then.
Definitely.
Yeah, that okay.
No, they don't live with Paulina, but
okay.
they have Megan there.
Oh, okay.
So they have a pretty good trio.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all about the cats, man. The Chico State system.
Yeah.
They're living together. They're training together.
Yeah.
It's helping shape them into elite runners. It's the culture.
It's a habit.
Scary Town knows what he's doing. Again, we've said it a million times.
He does.
Let's get to Damian's thoughts on this. Track or cross country? What's your preference, big dog?
I think this was a pretty big topic, I guess, my freshman year, where I was like, damn, I'm so excited for track. And then one of the older guys was like, the older guy, Dylan White, he was like, dude, you can't say that. Like, I'm like, why? He's like, because we're in cross season right now. And I'm like, oh, like, you're right. So yeah, ever since then, it's kind of just been like whatever season I'm in, it's time to go for that season,
I didn't realize that most collegiate track runners, well, I guess not most, that's not a fair statement, but if you run middle distance in track, you often run cross country. And if cross country is maybe your more natural inclination or maybe where you're more skilled naturally, you run middle and long distance in track. Is that generally kind of true?
Yeah. I mean,
are there a lot of like sprinters that also run cross country?
No,
Yeah.
no way.
Okay.
Yeah, the sprinter would probably never run cross country.
They're built different.
Nonetheless, in college for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Gary recruits his long distance athletes as both cross and track guys, unless they are more suited for track.
Uh-huh.
So, if you're recruited for cross, you're going to be running this in track. But if you're recruited for track, you may or may not be running cross. Like if you're more of an 800, 400 type of guy, you probably won't. But
do steeplechasers run cross?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Everyone,
that makes sense, right? Because that's a 2+ mile race.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you get to get in some more. You get to do a creek cross.
Yeah, that's a great thing about cross in Bidwell Park is you can just go do a creek crossing. It'll be good practice for the spring. Yeah.
I love watching the steeplechase when they get to that point and they jump off the barrier.
Oh, it's so
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
It is so awesome.
It's like the coolest part. Like, oh, they're getting close to the barrier.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
That's the truth. So you just said like you can really, depending on the season, you can really lock in on the training for that. Mm-hmm. But that seems kind of hard to do, to go from 10K as hard as you can go for 10K and then to go to 1500 as hard as you can and then back to 10K as hard as you can.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I guess maybe I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to get at here, but it seems like going from cross country season to track season might be easier physically than going from track season back into cross country? Is there any truth to that, or am I just like building a story that doesn't really
like
exist?
I think after we take our breaks for whatever season we're in, it's kind of just pretty long journey to get back to like good fitness. Like for me, it's like after I take a break from cross country, I'm like, damn, we always start with like base stuff. So we always start with like longer distance runs, and we pretty much do the same like training we do, or I pretty much do the same training that I do for cross, but like at the beginning of track season, because we're all just getting our base mileage in, our base aerobic systems, and like our LT paces down and stuff like that. And then we started doing more of the speed stuff for track. So like kind of like more like February, like we have a big training block from like December to like February. We're just pretty much just working on LT stuff. And then by then we start working into track stuff. And then for cross, we do like the same thing. We work like kind of the whole summer, get a good aerobic system, run some good mileage, get some good miles in, and then and then once we start workouts, we do more of like the lactate threshold stuff. So that's what I mean by LT.
Yeah.
And so then from there, we work on more of the faster stuff with like CV pace, which is critical velocity, is what
Nice,
what
learning
Gary likes
something
to
new.
say.
Yeah. What is critical velocity?
Man, I don't even know. Like, it's like just
you
faster.
you just get told run this pace. This is
Yeah.
This is your
CV.
critical velocity.
Yeah.
It's we know it's faster and we know it's harder. It's more like kind of like 10K pace around like what our but we don't work on goal 10K really. We work on what our 10K is at the moment. So that's kind of how we like progress through the season. You know, as we get fitter, our 10Ks at that, or our goal 10K or our current 10K is gonna be faster.
Yeah, it's kind of slides.
Yeah. So so we work through the season, we get a good base, and then we work down towards like speedier stuff like with CV and working down faster paces by the end. Yeah.
So for a little bit of context, today you said you did a pretty intense workout, not like the hardest workout you'll do, but you're working toward that. What was the emphasis on that workout?
Yeah, so today I did 2 minuters till I reached 4 miles, and then I did 4x200 after.
Okay.
So with the 2 minuters, we kind of just do that to, I think we're working more like around, we work from threshold pace down to like 10K pace.
Okay.
And then that kind of gets our aerobic system pretty good, and it still like maintains our base. I have my last race next week, so therefore we're not really working like anymore. We're kind of just maintaining stuff.
Yeah.
And so with that workout, just maintenance, and then after the 4x200s, that's kind of just like maintenance as well.
Okay.
But we are just we're kind of switching the systems and like making sure our body can handle that during races and stuff.
So something just occurred to me. For his 2-minute intervals, he was running it at threshold, working down to 10K pace. I don't have those. Like my goal 10K pace is my threshold pace.
Yeah.
It's so cool to like get this perspective of like there's levels to this.
Yeah.
There's levels to all of this. What is so right now getting ready for a really big 1500 in a week and a half, right? What is your lactic threshold pace right now? Do you go on pace or do you go on heart rate for that?
I go off effort. Like
Okay.
I go off how my body's feeling.
Okay.
I hate anything to do with heart rate. Like I feel like that just kind of ruins the feeling, because I mean, once I've started my first 2-minute rep today, I was like, I looked at my watch for a second and I saw the red, which means I was above like 180 or something, like 180 heart rate. And I was
You
like,
can get to 180.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, there's no way. And I didn't feel like that. You know, I felt like my effort was perfectly fine. And then I'm definitely sure that my heart rate dropped like after that rep, but I'm pretty sure it's just my heart rate just adjusting to the faster pace. And
Yeah,
stuff.
you throttle it down and everything kicks up and it has to equal out. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just how you're feeling on the day. You're going to feel shittier than others on this day or that day.
Yeah.
But like when we're on the track, I try to hit like 5 flat per mile or something like that. That's my threshold pace.
Okay.
and that feels good.
Casual.
Yeah, that quote unquote feels good. Yeah, that's really cool though, to like get these actual hard numbers of someone that runs at this level. Because I know like
great questions, good thinking, man.
what my lactic threshold is, and it's not that. Yeah, not at all that.
Speaking of lactic threshold or lactate, do you slam a shot of baking soda before big runs?
You're talking about bicarb?
Yeah.
Not definitely during races. Like the new wave is just bicarb system, not by the big company, but with Bicarb Shop. That's my friend's company over there. He's at Northwest Missouri. His name is Riley Witt.
Yeah, shout him out.
And he's really cool. And everyone's on his stuff. Like you go to a big meet and you're gonna see like a bunch of people having like the Bicarb Shop packets, or you just have your gel and you just eat that stuff. And
What's that called again?
Bicarb Shop. Bicarb.shop. It definitely works. You got to try it if you haven't tried it for sure. It's kind of like a lactate buffer. So like you are racing and for some reason you just don't feel as much lactic acid as you should feel. And then you're like, damn, I think I feel good. And then it just makes you race good, like mentally.
Wow.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it definitely helps physically too, but yeah.
What about for a 10K?
Yeah.
Do you use it for longer or semi-longer distances?
I've never tried it for a 10K. I've only started using this track season, but I might try it out because, you know, some races get out pretty hot and I want to be able to handle that first going up that hill or like something like that without my legs just burning right away, you know?
Yeah.
So you're saying that people do use it for 10Ks, or do they use it for marathons or like half marathons?
I feel like the benefits would just wear off like in the middle of that marathon.
Shorter.
Yeah, people definitely use it for 10Ks. Okay. There's actually there's a story I will not get into, but there's
you can tell that one off the air.
Yeah, I would say it gives digestive issues if you're not used to it.
Okay.
And
so test it in a casual setting.
Definitely test it beforehand, because if your body's not used to it, yeah, you might have to go to the bathroom mid-race.
And that's not always ideal. It turns out
no way.
That's not going to be a fun
Could
run.
be a turbo boost.
Hey.
You never know.
Did you say turbo or turbo?
Yo.
Just think like you're running by with shit in your pants, and then your competitor's like,
yeah,
and then they just fall back. You know, that's probably the good strategy, right?
Yeah, it's like getting skunked. Wow. So this was the first year of trying the bicarb stuff. Was there like something that prompted you to try that? Had your teammates tried that? Have you talked with your buddy who's making this stuff? Like, what prompted that?
It's the new wave. Like last year, people were like kind of getting used to it, and it was kind of being shown everywhere. And then you're gonna fall behind if you're not on the new stuff. You know, the new wave and stuff like that. Obviously, like legally, but yeah. I mean, that's the new wave, and you got to be with the trends like that, you know, like super shoes, you know, you're going to fall behind if you didn't have super shoes back then or now, I guess. And my teammates started doing it too. And, they started doing it beforehand, and I was like, you know, let me get on that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is.
Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chico State culture, let's keep going here. What's something Gary Town has said that's always stuck with you?
Yeah. So this was 2 years ago. It was after I won the 1500 meters at conference. And then I had the 800 to run like an hour later. For that pre-race strategy, he was like, you got to put yourself in the mix. And if your legs don't have it, they don't have it. But you at least have to give yourself a chance. And I feel like that has kind of stuck with me in like literally every race. Nice. Since then. It's like I have to at least give myself a chance to win the race. And it's just stuck with me.
It goes back to a lot of that, why not me?
Yeah, seriously.
Why not me?
Mm-hmm.
Why not today? Yeah.
How has your relationship with Irish helped your running?
It's awesome. Like, she is so inspiring, like, to everyone in this community, because she's from Chico. You know, she knows everybody here. Everyone knows her. Everyone knows the twins. But Irish, like, it's so inspiring to see her just go kick ass in every single race that she's in. And even if she's feeling like shit, she can go out there and just rip it. And it's like, it's amazing to see her go do that every day and runs. Like I see her like behind the scenes and everything, and I see that she's like, oh, I just felt like shit today on this run, like, but she still went out there and did it, you know. Like it takes real heart to go out there and do that, and I just love seeing that. And she's a really good running buddy too. Like we always run together, and it's awesome.
Her and Della came to Chico High last year and talked to the runners. And my daughter was a freshman, and my daughter came home and was like, so these two girls that are sisters that run at Chico State that went to Chico High, like came and talked to us, and it was really cool. They're like really nice. And I was like, is their last name Melina? She was like, yeah. I was like, here. And I like showed her some of the stuff that had been going on with cross country. And she was like, oh, they're like really fast. I'm like, yeah. And they're from down the street. Like they're here in town. Like this is really cool. And she's like, wow. And it just gave her some perspective. And I think that just attests to what you said, that there's such big parts of this running community and so supportive and positive. So yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love seeing her do good, and it's awesome to see that she tries her best every day, and it makes you want to do your best every day too.
Yeah,
Love that, dude. What about former Wildcats
Former Wildcats
that you admire?
Yeah, man, there's too many to name. I feel like I could sit here for hours just talking about everyone, but I really love my old teammate Dylan White and Braden McLaughlin, and man, I'm gonna feel bad at missing some names, but Dylan, my first day, or one of my first week at camp, my freshman year, I didn't know him, and I was on this run. It's called it was Tinker's Knob, so it was like a 7.5 mile climb all the way to the top to Tinker's Knob, and it was like 2,000 feet of climbing. And I'm from the Central Valley, so there's nothing.
No climbing.
No way. Absolutely nothing.
Just the stairs in your house.
Yeah, seriously. So there's literally nothing in the Central Valley, and I had no hill training. I didn't have the mileage like everyone else had, and I didn't go to elevation. It was in Tahoe, by the way. So I didn't go to elevation ever. Like, it was just such a shock to the system, and I was like in the back, and we were going up the hill. I had to stop so many times, but Dylan was right there getting back from injury, and he was like, let's keep doing this. He's just there sticking right behind me, and then I start crying. Dude, this is so bad. Like, I'm gonna be kicked off the team. This is horrible. Like, I just like, I suck so much. Like, Gary's gonna kick me off. I was just crying because I was like, I'm scared. And then he's like, dude, relax. Like, and so he just ran behind me the whole time. Eventually I got up Tinker's Knob. I thank him for that, for sure. He's like the first person that inspired me so much here, and he didn't even know me. I didn't even know him, and he did that for me, and that's honestly the most admirable thing ever. He's the greatest leader I've ever met and the nicest person I've ever met, and I love talking to that guy. And then same thing with Braden McLaughlin. Like, he's always there to talk to you, and he's always there to inspire you. That dude is a freaking killer out there on runs and stuff. Those are the two like main guys that I've just always looked up to when I was coming here at Chico, and unfortunately they're gone now, but you hear of greats like Scotty Bowes and Kyle Medina on the team, and you're like, dude, I want to do that. Like, that's awesome.
And here you are doing that.
Yeah, I guess.
True.
So.
Word.
But yeah, Kyle Medina is he's our athletics compliance officer, I think. And I always talk to him. I always go in his office and talk to him, and he's really cool to talk to. So it's cool that you have like an inspiration that you can just go to whenever you want and stuff. And yeah, Scotty Bowes always comments on my stuff now, so it's pretty cool. It's like, I look up to you. Like, it's really cool that he's, I guess, supportive of me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The Wildcat Network.
Yeah, the Wildcat Network. Braden used to work at Fleet Feet.
Yeah.
It was good to roll into Fleet Feet and say what up to Braden.
Oh, okay.
Really nice young guy. He won the Shamrockin' half marathon this year.
No big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he crushed that race, bro.
Is he friends with Aiden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good friends with
okay.
Aiden. A gem. He's a good one.
That's great.
This is good stuff. Okay, hey, we have a couple fun segments we want to do right now that we conjured up here in the production process. We're cooking them up in the lab, Pete
Always.
and I. Okay, so
Always.
Damian versus the mile. This is like a tactical breakdown because we want to let listeners inside this exquisite racing brain that this young man possesses. So this is how this is going to work. Damian's going to respond to these hypothetical scenarios as if he is in a 1 mile race competing against the field. So here's the first scenario, Damian. You're boxed in with 250 to go. How do you react to this hypothetical scenario?
I'm looking around and I'm gonna be like, shit, like I need to find an opening. Like the race is like almost done. We need to go. Try to find my opening on the outside and then go for it. But I know I can close in a 150 if I need to. And so that's like 150 meters to go. Just send it all to the line. Hope I'll make my way out. I'll definitely make my way out.
Guts.
Well, and like to just know that you have like to, you know, in the back of your mind, know like I got a 150, like I can kill this last 150. Mm-hmm. I just need to get my opening. Yeah. Like
the faith
and like just the confidence, knowing that like I'm prepared for this. Like that's my go point. Like, you know, I always go back to like basketball players or baseball players, you know, like Steph is never thinking I'm going to miss. He's thinking I'm ready for this shot. Like give me an opening. And that's what that sounds like to me is give me the opening and I can finish.
I like it.
Yeah. On that one, is there legitimate track etiquette in a situation like that? Can you yell track and someone will move? Or is it like, no, like I'm running my race. I'm not sacrificing what I'm doing for you.
Yeah. In a race, if you're boxed in, I mean, it's a free for all. Like you gotta make your way out. You just can't get DQ'd, obviously. But like, you know, there's a lot of pushing and shoving with if you're boxed in. If there's people like there, there's definitely going to be some pushing and shoving, someone trying to get out. Sure. And that definitely happens a lot. Okay. It's just how much can you do without getting DQ'd?
Sure.
At that point.
Okay. Next scenario. The leader drops a huge move with 700 meters left.
I think if I was in that race, it'd be like, okay, who is this guy? Do I know him? Like, do I know if he can run this? Like, if he can actually, you know, go for it, right? And if I'm like, oh, yeah, he can go for it, I'm like, okay, I got to go with him. But if, like, I know that he's, like, kind of, you know, not really capable of that, I'm like, okay, he'll come back eventually, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, you just got to be prepared for stuff like that. And 700 to go, like, that's pretty long to go. So, like, you can get them back pretty soon if they're not ready for it. But if they are, you know, you got to go with them for sure. I would go with that.
He's a fisherman, so he can reel them back in whenever he needs to.
Yeah, he'll angle his way into that because he's an angler. We like really bad jokes, obviously, and puns.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone clips your heel at the bell lap. And before we get into this real quick, did someone hit your heel when you were attempting the 4-minute mile?
No, it was, I think one of my buddies, Sean, like got off the track a little too harshly, to the side. And then my friend Brett tripped over him a little bit. And so I stumbled over him. So I think I would have clipped his heel, if anything.
Gotcha.
I don't know if there's anyone behind me. But.
Yeah, that we were watching that.
The video, yeah.
Yeah, and like it was so incredible to watch the way that you rebounded from that.
So fast, dude.
So fast.
Yeah.
When you're 43, you don't rebound like that. Like at that point, Gary's calling the emergency line, like, hey, get somebody out here. Like we need a stretcher and like a hose to rinse the blood off. Yeah, that was incredible to see.
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of like a little hiccup. I was like, oh shoot, like I thought this was gonna be like a little perfect race, but then like, you know, nothing's ever perfect. So, you know, you gotta roll with the punches, you know, like it was a complete accident and but we're still in it, you know, still got a few bit to go.
Definitely. What happens if someone clips your heel at the bell lap?
I get pretty angry if that happens. Like it's happened before at like the NCAA prelims last year. I almost tripped. Like I had to literally hop over someone. And so, but I was pretty like, you know, annoyed, but then I was like, I can't, like, I gotta just go, like, and I need to go now or I won't be in the final and stuff. So you just gotta go for it, you know. like I get pretty angry and then I just run fast. Channel
afterwards.
it. Yeah. Use that energy to run faster, I guess.
As a little bit of a follow-up. Ever had hard feelings carry over after the race and maybe let somebody know that you weren't happy with how something went in a race?
No, definitely not. It's racing is racing. I'm not a sore loser. And like, if something happens like during the race, if it was like, intentional to where it was like, dude, you totally didn't have to do that. Like, why did you just do that?
Yeah.
I would just let it slide and then just never talk to him again or something like that.
Yeah.
But like,
ice them out.
yeah, pretty much. It's like, dude, but
Are you speaking from experience, Pete?
No. No, I'm just curious because like,
Sure.
some of these races get really intense, right? Especially at these high level races where like people are qualifying for the next big race. I mean, like maybe they're thinking really big picture down the road. Like this is the next step before Olympics, maybe something, right? Something really big. I would imagine too that when something like that happens, if there's somebody that does something aggressive and intentional, somebody else will call it out and make it known that that was not a good idea, where maybe the person who takes the impact or, takes the aggression doesn't have to do anything. Someone else will step in and say, hey man, like that's not going to fly around here.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why there's officials there. They DQ people that would do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I haven't really been in that situation where someone's like, done something where it's like, dude, why did you do that?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Final scenario.
Nice.
This one's real.
Hot and spice.
The first lap goes out in 57 seconds. Hot and spicy.
Woo!
Now what?
I would be happy with it because I would be like, yeah, let's do it. The race, the 335, actually, my lap splits were 57s. So I was like, I didn't think of it. I was like, damn, where you came through at 155, it's pretty spicy, but let's keep rolling with it. I feel good right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go do it. Just roll with the punches. I feel like, I'm meant to be there. So let's go 57. 56, I don't care.
Let that bicarb and chicken parm and chicken pesto do their thing. That is what you eat that stuff for.
No, seriously.
That's great. Jumping right into the fire. Hey, that was fun. Thanks for playing along with us. It's interesting to get into the mind of a real fast runner.
It is. Can we take just a couple minutes and talk about that 4-minute mile night?
Sure.
Because I know we kind of touched on it, but I want to go back to that for a couple reasons. I believe it was your first time being that close to a race like that. I guess maybe not, because you covered a lot of track.
Many times, yeah.
Yeah. I'd never been that close. So you're like, the flying by so fast is really cool.
Yeah.
What role in that night, back in the, what was it, spring-ish, late winter, early spring, right in the thick of the season, right?
That was kind of like
Fit test.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was my second 1,500, 1,600 mile distance that I ran that season. The other one was kind of just a rust buster. I knew that this one I really wanted to go try to give sub 4 a shot.
Yeah.
So the training was good. I was really excited for it. It was made me really nervous, like the whole season leading up to that point. But, I feel like I handled it pretty well. I pulled my hamstring a little bit the week before. I was a little nervous after that one. That's why I didn't race the week before, but I didn't let it affect me, and I went out there and just did what I could.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty awesome to be there and have that much support there, and it is definitely a surreal experience. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
It was
It's
fun.
a wild night too because the weather delayed
Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
How did that affect you?
Well, it was actually honestly made me more relaxed. I was like, am I even racing at this point? But then I'm like, the guys and I were like, dude, if this shit doesn't happen, if it all goes away, we're racing this at 12 a.m. under the stars, honestly.
Yeah. We're here.
Yeah, we're gonna do it either way tonight. So luckily it did happen, and the bicarb I took wore off by then. I felt it on the warm-up, and that was the best warm-up I've ever had, for sure. But, during the mile, it was kind of just classic racing. It was good time trial. All my friends were there.
It was so cool.
Pacing me
Pack
and
of
stuff.
cats,
They were all
dude.
trying.
Yeah.
Super cool.
A while back, I did a pretty hard run. I was training for something and had a friend of ours, Pete the Form, kind of pace me for this because he's way faster and it's like, hey, can you do this? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Let's go do this. And having a pacer is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, this is for a 5K, so it's different than a mile, obviously. But like it kind of took the thinking out of it for me. I quit looking at my watch and just kind of hung on his shoulder the whole way. Yeah. How did you use those pacers, or like what role did the pacers play for you?
Yeah. So we practiced it, and like all the pacers were like, they all volunteered to do it. They really wanted me to go out there and try to do it. And that was really awesome. I didn't have to worry about a thing about pace. Like I knew they can perfectly clock those splits pretty good. Yeah. And those pacers were being paced by other pacers. So it was like, it was super awesome that like, that's how it worked. And yeah, so it was really cool just not worrying about like stuff like that and just kind of focusing on who's in front of you. And then at the last little bit, the last 400, it's like, or the last 600, I would say, is like, it's all up to you now. Now it's just, you just see all the fans out there. You see everyone out there. That's kind of what you're just fighting for at the very end. And it's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to watch.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I would have stuck around till midnight to watch you run under the stars for sure. And a lot of people did stick around.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Boring. It's a testament to the community, baby.
Yep. I had two of my kids out there, my 11-year-old daughter and my 7-year-old son. And like to this day, and again, I'm not trying to like blow smoke up your ass or anything like that, I promise. But my son like still brings up, he's like, remember when we went and watched that race in the dark and it was raining? And Damian ran really fast. I was like, yeah, that was awesome. He's like, that was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He got a big kick out of the steeplechase. Oh, he loved watching them jump into the pond. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it was cool. And then we stuck around and watched the 5Ks, and yeah, it was just a really cool night. And I don't know if there's plans to do it again next year, but you have a dedicated group of fans in the Milardovich family, so we'll be out there if you do decide to make it again. We'll be cheering along, hopefully standing right on the infield again. But
that's amazing.
I think this is an important question that we have to ask. I mean, for all that you've accomplished at Chico State, you are in fact only a junior.
Yes.
So we've got another year of the Damian show, which is going to be so sick to see what happens next year. Is there the potential for another 4-minute mile attempt on the horizon?
Yeah, I think definitely. I hope it's not just sub 4. I feel like I want to go crush that stuff, and it's going to be awesome because I know there's going to be other guys out there with me to go under 4 minutes. And yeah, I'm really excited for that one for sure. It's not just going to be on me under 4 this time.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, when the date is selected, we'll have to get a heads up from Coach Town. We'll be on the newsletter.
Yeah,
we'll be on the newsletter.
We're on the newsletter now.
We're prestigious.
We're prestigious like that. And we'll live stream it again because that was cool.
Yeah.
I'll
know how to live stream it this time.
Well, a lot of people got a kick out of the video afterward, even though we were having live streaming issues. Like I got several people, and don't just point at you. It was a dual effort. It was a dual failure.
I had technical difficulties.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback that people appreciated that popping up so quickly that we were there. So
it was awesome. Yeah, I even watched the video. I watched it a few times. It's great to see your guys' commentary over that stuff. It's like, we just came through at 59. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's on pace.
Yeah, it was badass. That was great. It was badass.
Fun, dude.
Yeah, super fun. All right, thank you for letting me dive into that because that is clearly a very important accomplishment and goal. We talked so much about racing, talked so much about Chico State. I think we need to get to know Damian more, like Damian the guy, like the whole human, right? That's what Gary recruited you for because you're this entire person, not just a runner.
Nice.
So that's kind of our goal right now is to like show the personality. Like Ross pointed out, might have sent Gary a message. Might have sent Danny DeMeo a message. Might have run into Mario and Della and
the stars align.
Yeah, the stars align. It's just really weird.
It was perfect.
How Chico's this great community where you can run into these people in Bidwell Park any day of the week. So we have just a couple things. Everybody mentioned the side hustle.
The barbering.
Cutting some hair. Yeah. Tell us about that. How did you become the team barber?
It's a pretty funny story. My friend Daniel Hernandez, my old teammate, he was like just texting me one day. I was over there in Chico staying in the dorms, and he texted me out of the blue. He's like, hey, like, you cut hair? I'm like, no. He's like, you want to cut my hair? I'm like, sure. And then he's like, I was like, all right. And so I went over and I used his kitchen scissors and sat him in the back of his little deck area, and he was just sitting there, and I gave him a haircut, and I was like, dude, that was fun. Like, I was like, dude, it looks good. And he's like, yeah, dude, it looks pretty good. And then I guess since then I was like, dude, like, I'm gonna keep cutting your hair. And he's like, yeah, like, keep cutting my hair. And Daniel's more like I don't know, like, cool dude type thing. He's super funny. So it was funny that he just let me cut his hair and stuff. And ever since then, I kind of just like did a bunch of research and YouTube videos, YouTube University.
Yeah.
And learned more. And then in Mammoth, I stayed in Mammoth a summer the following year, and I saved up enough money once I worked over there to buy some clippers and some trimmers. And then, yeah, that's kind of how I got into the hustle, I guess.
So
but
Daniel, you said, was the first haircut?
Daniel Hernandez.
Okay.
There's nothing like being able to save money as a college kid. Right? You know, like, I remember those days. I didn't want to go pay for a haircut.
No.
Went back
I didn't.
I had a little hair.
Yeah. I had a lot of hair. Yeah, that's a great point.
Dude, having a homie be able to give you a trim, solid.
High and tight.
Get that fade going. That's old school.
So sticking on the barbering thing, how many of your teammates trust you to cut their hair?
Pretty much like 98% of them.
Okay.
There's only one that does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, we're all friends here. This is a safe space. Who doesn't let you?
I won't.
Can't out
I
him.
feel like everyone's let me cut their hair so far. I'm pretty sure I can't name anyone that I haven't cut.
Okay.
They all give me a shot, but some other guys, would rather get it like at home or something.
Okay. They've got a barber. They're dedicated.
That's understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you got a relationship with your barber.
I've been going to see Ruben for 7.5 years.
There you go.
Every month without
There you go.
fail.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like loyalty.
Exactly, right?
But one of these days,
Damian's
going to steal you away from Ruben.
It's like, hey, bro, get the clippers. So
That's how it happens.
What's the worst haircut you've given somebody? Did it compromise the friendship?
No. It was I think it was the first haircut I gave with clippers and trimmers.
Okay.
It was absolutely that one. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It was my friend Nick. He was my roommate, and so he was a really good friend of mine. I think he was investing in me because, like, he knew he was gonna get some good haircuts eventually. So he let me cut his hair, and I destroyed it. Honestly, I thought it was really good. I was like, dude, this looks pretty nice.
That's
like,
even better, Damian.
yeah. I was like, it looks super nice, dude. I feel like this is pretty good. And he's like, dude, yeah, it's like actually pretty decent. Like, it's not bad. And then I look at the video, like I looked at it probably like a few days ago actually, and I was like, damn, I like beefed them up like pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm glad he's still my friend.
Yeah. And like, man, he thought it was good. I thought it was good. I'll never tell him it wasn't good. but
don't listen to this part. Fast forward.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just starting off, you always got some crappy cuts. That's pretty much how every barber is, really.
Yeah.
They think it's good, and then they realize it's like a few years later, they're like, what the hell was that?
Well, and I guess like with something like that, if it's that bad, just shave it.
Yeah.
Right? Just start all over. Okay, who has the best hair on the team to cut? Like maybe the easiest or the one that you like to cut the most.
I like cutting Mason Mullins' hair. His hair is very thick and wavy, and it's like, I don't know, it's just it's fluffy, it's pretty nice to cut.
So he takes good care of his hair as well.
Yeah, for sure. There's other people that just have like really thick hair, and I like fading them up. It's pretty cool to like because with dark black hair, it's like pretty nice to like see the fade and stuff.
Yeah.
So whoever has that hair on my team, I love cutting them.
I used to have dark hair. Now it's mostly gray.
Funniest thing?
Yeah. Funniest thing someone said to you while sitting in the chair.
Yeah. You know, there's like classic barber sayings where it's like, oh shit, stuff like that. But I actually got a no shit one time. It was from my friend Sergio. It's because he was like telling me how he wanted his haircut, and I was like, dude, like he didn't want bulk too much, like on the sides, like he didn't want it at all. So I was like, dude, it's gonna make your head look a little eggy, right? and he's like, it's okay. I was like, all right. So I did it. I'm doing it the way he wants. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And then so I did it. He looks in the mirror. He's like looking at himself for like 20 seconds. He's like, oh. I'm like, what? It's the egg thing, huh? He's like, yeah, man, shit, it's my fault.
Hey, what a guy!
I'm like, yeah, I told you. Yeah. But he's a good friend, so I can talk to him and just be like, hey, it's your fault. He's like, yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's funny.
Do you cut your own hair?
Yeah, I cut my hair all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't got a haircut from someone else in like at least almost 2 years now. I feel like it's kind of like I don't trust anyone else with my hair anymore.
I had a friend or a neighbor for a long time that would cut his own hair, and like kept it like high and tight. And I was like, how do you cut your own hair? He's like, I just get out a mirror and I stand in front of like the big mirror and hold this one back here and turn on. I'm like, yeah, dude, you are brave. I would not trust myself with that. Like I cut myself shaving. And yeah, that's wild. All right, Ross.
How about Irish? Have you ever cut her hair?
Oh, no, I haven't. I haven't cut her hair. Yeah, she likes to cut her own hair, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, she just cut her hair today.
Amazing.
with my scissors.
Okay, from barber to pizza connoisseur. Damian's a pizza connoisseur, y'all. What's your favorite Chico pizza?
Dude, honestly, like you're gonna be surprised. There's not that many good places here in Chico for me. I feel like I would rather hit a Domino's any day than like anything else here. That's a pretty big say.
That
and
is
I'm gonna get a bunch of hate.
No, it's okay.
I'm
bro.
for sure.
Okay. So Josh Bullock, friend of the podcast I mentioned him earlier,
Friend of the pod,
good friend of Gary Towns, is a pizza connoisseur in Chico. He's going to have strong opinions. On this, Damian.
Absolutely.
He's gonna come in hot with Bodega.
I haven't tried that place. You know what? I need to try
a favor.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor, because I think it's going to displace your Domino's very quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
Chelly's?
Yes.
You don't like Celestino's?
No, unfortunately I don't. It's too, I don't know. I feel like once you try the best pizza ever, you can't like, oh, not that Domino's is the best pizza ever, but like once you try the best pizza ever, like out of state or something, and you come back and try Celestino's, it's like.
Have you had pizza at the Commons?
I have it.
Also,
I feel like I need to go to more of these places.
Also worth trying. How about Mulberry Station? Because that's a sleeper.
I haven't had that one. Okay.
That's a sleeper as well.
Farm Star.
Dude, I'm giving up. I feel like.
Oh, Damian.
I feel like if we talk more about burritos, I can tell you more about that.
Okay,
then maybe we's a burrito connoisseur.
Okay.
I am a burrito connoisseur.
Okay. I think maybe maybe we need to do a little pizza tour, Damian.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we need to. Could be some good content.
Is it going to be like a run to each stop, each pizza spot, get a slice, go run to the next one? We'll be carb loading along the way.
We will be. Damian, can we interest you in a jogging pizza tour?
That would be actually legendary. Yeah, for sure.
Let's get this set up.
We'll get a couple cats too. Get the homies.
This is not a joke.
No,
it's really not.
Yeah, seriously.
That'd be so fun.
That would be some good content.
Get some Cokes too. Replenish the glycogen.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Only if they're in a glass bottle.
Okay, fair. Love that.
Okay, so you mentioned burritos. Favorite burrito in town?
Oh man, I'd definitely say from Los Betos. Yeah, it's a California burrito.
I love a California burrito.
It's incredible. It has like nacho cheese inside, and it's like they put some drug in that or something. I don't know. It's so good.
It's called love.
I keep coming back,
and
it's like, yeah, seriously, definitely. And it's right next to.
Good to know.
Right down next to kind of like Big Tuna over there.
Oh, okay.
and by in front of Papa Murphy's.
Oh, I know where you're
ish
talking
area.
about, in that shopping center.
Yeah, shopping center.
Okay, Los
Yep.
Betos.
Okay.
Mhm.
It used to be the pasta joint over in there.
Oh,
That
Cal
was-
Pasta?
Yeah, it was really good, dude. I
Cal
miss
Pasta.
that place.
Oh, I miss that
dude.
place too.
It was amazing.
It's before
Used
you
to
were
go
in
there for
Chico.
lunch all the time.
Yeah, right. The fresh made pasta.
I wasn't running then. It could
I
have been the most
know.
incredibly carb-loaded, amazing goodness of pasta ever
The best.
going into it.
Okay.
Race.
So Los Betos.
Have you tried Tacos Mary?
No,
Is that
I
downtown?
have tried
It's
Tacos Mary.
it's the one where all the fraternities,
Across
sorority,
from
drunk
Riley's?
people go. Huh?
Yeah.
Across from Riley's.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I have not been there since it's Tacos Mary.
Yeah.
It used to be Tacos Day,
Yeah, Tacos
which would
Day.
ruin your day. Like, that was the joke 25 years ago when we were raising hell in downtown Chico.
I
It was
bet.
like, it's great when you're drunk, but it's going to ruin your day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Tacos Mary.
They have. I feel like I rank burritos like overall like best for your buck and best meat. Like
Okay.
Tacos Mary, best meat for sure. Los Betos, all around burrito.
Okay.
Good price and like it's gonna be good eating that.
Okay. And what's the third burrito that cracks your top 3 burritos in Chico?
The burritos barajas. Yeah, they have a huge burrito. They have a bunch of places around town.
Yes.
Like taco trucks too.
Okay.
Yeah, that tied. I'd say that's tied, kind of tied with Alca Taco.
Okay.
Alca Taco's
Taco's good.
has some pretty damn good meat too.
Yeah.
But they're small.
Yeah.
Small burritos.
That's a throwback when we were wiling out as young cats.
Good memories that you're bringing up right now.
Oh, man.
My buddy Chris over at La Casina Economica does a wonderful job.
I love that place.
That
We've
place
been
is
hooked
amazing.
On that lately.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I
Good.
forgot about it.
Yeah, give him a plug. Give
We've been
them some
getting
love.
the
They're
Justos
amazing.
lately. Or that's what I get.
They do great. Oh yeah, those.
Like,
yeah,
it's like it's basically a burrito, but it's like beans,
Yeah.
cheese, and whatever meat you want to put in it, and it's like super melty, and then like almost like a chimichanga, but like put on a flat top and kind of seared, so it's a little bit crunchy.
It's a nice crunchy
Oh,
tortilla.
dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah,
Amazing.
they're solid. Their
Yeah.
fish tacos are amazing.
On Wednesday nights, that's often what I have waiting at home for me.
Nice.
After our
dude.
Wednesday night run.
Let's go.
5 miles across the creek, get home, chowing La Cocina.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay, we have to get back to pizza real quick because the reason we were putting this topic in the rundown of the
Yes.
show is because we heard
Yes.
about a legendary mission that occurred while in Denver. While the Cats were in Denver and Damian,
Yeah.
they're out there racing, they're doing their thing. And Damian mentioned, like, yeah, once you've had some of the best pizza, you can't really, enjoy other pizza. Maybe this night you had the best pizza. Tell us about the legendary Denver pizza mission.
The legendary pizza. That was the best pizza I've ever had, easily for sure. It was we were at nationals and we were in Colorado staying at an alumni's house, alumni's parents' house. And
Wildcat Network.
yeah, right. And Denver is only 30 minutes away, and I was like, wait, why do I know Denver? Like, what do they got for like food? And then I remember watching this Kitchen Nightmares episode where Gordon Ramsay shows up, and he's like,
We're going to come back to Kitchen Nightmares, Damien.
sounds good. And Gordon Ramsay shows up, he's like, you're a shit owner, like your food sucks and everything. And then at the end, the owner's like, I'm sorry, here, fix my place up. And then Gordon Ramsay gives him new menu, new restaurant, whatever. It looks amazing. And I was like, dude, Gary, we need to go there. I looked at the reviews, and they still have insane reviews. Like, everyone loves it now. And I'm like, oh, Gary, we got to go there. So Gary listens to me because I give pretty good food recommendations, like on trips and stuff. I always go with the stuff that's like rated like above 4.8 stars or something like that.
Okay.
And so he's like, all right, find us a spot. And I was like, yep, Pantaleones. And he's like, okay, 30 minutes out. I'm like, he's like, all right, whatever. And so so we went there, and I'm like, dude, I promise it's going to change your life. And it was in like this most like weird shopping center area ever. And Gary was like, what the fuck did you take us to? And
You're walking back to California.
yeah. Right.
Start running.
Yeah, it's like downtown LA. It's like super weird. But yeah, so you go in the shop and we get a pizza, and then we come out, and then we sit in the car. We look at the pizza. We're like, damn, this looks good. Take our first bite. And I'm like, oh my God. And that was insane. And then Gary he like took his bite, he was like, wow, that was pretty good. and so he's like, wow. And that was the mission. It was just me, him, and Braden McLaughlin there for the first half. The other people at Nationals went to like some burrito place a little down the street. And then so the next day we're looking for a place to eat again, and I'm like looking for a really good spot, like a nice rated spot and everything. I'm like, oh, I found one. And then everyone's like, no, like I don't want that, like, or I don't want this. And I come to find out that they're all just playing a prank on me. I'm like, why are you guys all laughing? They're like, oh, let's go to Panera. And I'm like, what? Like, why?
What an insult.
I'm like, dude, why are we going to Panera? We can get that in California. We're somewhere like we have no idea, like with the food here and stuff. And then he starts driving, and then the directions go to Pantaleone's. So we have it 2 days in a row. It was that good. Everyone got to try it, and they're like, yeah, that was pretty damn good. So it ruined pizza for me.
Yeah, well, I have some family in Denver. In that area, if I make it out there anytime soon, I'm going to go because I did look it up. It's still there. It's still a real place.
Yes.
But we've also scratched the surface on something else. Kitchen nightmares.
Yeah.
I often have that on as background fodder. I've seen every episode of every season going back to when he was doing them in Europe.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to sit and binge Hell's Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares or Hell's Kitchen or anything Gordon Ramsay, I'm in. My wife gets annoyed because I watch it so much. She's like, haven't you seen this one? I'm like, yeah. Right up there with Bar Rescue.
Rescue. I'm more of a Bar Rescue guy.
John Taffer kind of guy.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, all that stuff. So good to know.
Yeah.
It's high quality television. Love me some Gordon Ramsay.
Definitely. Some good reality TV. Some good reality TV, though.
It's good stuff.
Good reality TV like the Jersey Shore. Because, okay, sorry. I think I just revealed a little too much about myself.
What was the MTV show where they're on the bus?
Road Rules.
Road Rules. That's
Road
what it
Rules,
was.
Real World.
Yeah.
I'm a Jersey Shore junkie. This is the final season, by the way. Congratulations. Sammy Sweetheart had her son. Anyways, carry on, Ross.
Oh, Pete's so funny, bro. I would not have
onion.
carved you out for a Jersey
I'm like an
Shore
onion.
guy.
I'm like an
Well,
onion.
he's got lots of layers, people.
They all make you cry.
Jersey Shore. Anybody out there who's going on a Wednesday night run wants to chop it up with Jersey Shore, you know who to go to.
It's a good thing it's on Wednesday night and not Thursday nights because that's Jersey. That's Jersey Day at my house. So,
Okay, so we've got a barber, we've got the pizza, we've got the burrito talk going. We also have some fishing talk to get to. Damian's got a hobby here, folks, and one of his teammates got him hooked. How did Mario Giannini get you hooked on fishing?
We were bored. Our girlfriends were hanging out, doing something else with their friends. He's dating Della, and I'm dating Irish, so they're both twins. So whenever they're doing something, we're both just in the house doing absolutely nothing. So he was like, dude, I'm hella bored. I'm like, yeah, me too. And he's like, want to go fishing? I'm like,
That's how
sure.
it starts.
yeah.
And then I suit up and get some nice clothes on, and it's super hot outside. But like we go out there and I catch like my first real fish. Like it wasn't like a little like 1-inch minnow like I did like at his house, but there was some nice bluegill that I caught, and then I was like, dude, this is awesome. I caught like 9 fish like that day. I'm like, what the is it like? I didn't know it was this fun. I always thought it was just super like boring and lame because I didn't catch shit. And so yeah, ever since then I'm like, all right, when are we going fishing? And so now, yeah, I'm kind of the one to bug him about it. Like, hey, when are we going? And then I spent quite a bit of money on a fishing pole and a reel and some bait and stuff, and it's a spendy habit.
Right, but like there's
fun,
nothing like when you have a fish on. It's like that.
Absolutely.
Fish on.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
that like shot of adrenaline. Like,
Oh, yeah.
We're
Oh,
game
yeah.
on. We're on.
Oh, yeah.
We're on. Oh man, that's cool. What's your best catch so far?
Man, my favorite catch, I guess, it was it was this huge bass. Like, we were fishing down Chico Creek. It was just me and my friend Jesus, and then like we didn't really catch like anything big there. But then like I hooked onto something, and I was like, holy shit! Like, I was like, how is this so like big right now? And then I see it, and it's a freaking huge bass, and it's like actually like 5 pounds. Like, I didn't even think that there were like bass that big there, and yeah, that was super awesome. Another time I caught a nice like 10-15 pound salmon. We got it to the shore, and then we realized we forgot the net. So like, my friend went out to try to tail it, but it ran away. But I was fighting that thing for like 15 minutes, and it was at the shore. It was right at your grasp, but it didn't have the net. This is unfortunate, but yeah.
What does fishing give you that running doesn't?
The peace and quiet.
For real.
I think that's what draws a lot of people to fishing, right? Especially like if you go hiking to like a remote, lake or up a stream or something like that. It's a total change of scene.
Yeah, seriously.
We won't ask you for your secret fishing spots because that would break the fisherman's code. You can't share those.
No, I can't do that for sure.
I respect that.
I don't catch anything there anyways.
Yep. Damian didn't wink there. He's being honest.
What else is Damian about, Pete?
He's about that cube, that Rubik's cube. Where'd this obsession begin?
My other roommate, Jesus, I like kind of messed with the cube like when I was a kid. My mom just brought one home one time, and I was like, oh, I want to. This is kind of fun to like fidget with and stuff. And then so I learned how to solve it, and I was very like not good back then, but like I mean, even now I'm not that good at it, but like he kind of brought it back. I saw him doing the Rubik's cube, and he did it like super fast. He did it like 13 seconds, and I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's like kind of like elite. Yeah. And so I'm very like competitive, so like I want to get better at stuff that is literally just unimportant for some reason. But it was super fun to like learn how to do it.
Rubik's cube, it's a game, it's a race.
Yeah, it's just like a little puzzle that I wanted to solve, and there's like a bunch of like algorithms to get better. It's like good memorization stuff too, and it really calms my nerves before races. Like it's like very, I feel like it's kind of like a very like dorky thing, but like it's super nice to like focus on what like I'm doing with like the Rubik's cube compared to like, oh, I'm about to race in like an hour. Like it gets my mind off it, and I think about like the moves I'm doing and stuff instead of like the race I'm about to run.
Sure.
So it just relaxes me.
So what's your Rubik's cube PR?
26 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I've never solved one. I don't think I have the capacity to figure it out. I mean, I guess maybe if I studied enough of the videos and the algorithms. Yet. That's right. I haven't mastered it yet. We have a bunch of them sitting around my house because my son is kind of the same. He likes to just mess with them. He's got all the awkward shape ones too, not just the cube.
Oh, really? That's super cool.
Yeah. He can't solve any of them, but he has a good time. He has a good time.
For sure. I just taught Irish how to solve one the other day, and she knows how to do it now. It's super funny.
And so I think if I ever solve one, I'll probably put it up on a shelf and never ever touch it again. Like, mission accomplished. I've peaked. I don't need any more.
Okay. On to just a couple little more random tidbits here. There's a tradition with these Wildcat runners that's pretty sacred, pretty cool. Do you have the Chico State tattoo?
I don't yet. It's kind of like an All-American thing. I guess the old alumni kind of made it that it's like, oh, I don't really want this tattoo unless I become an All-American. And so then it kind of just carried that, accidentally they carried that on to us pretty much. And I didn't want it unless I became an All-American, and I just became an All-American, so I kind of had to get it now, right? I'm gonna get it soon. I was just kind of waiting till my season is over.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Definitely gonna get that though. Thanks.
Yeah. That's Fascinating. I had no idea that had to do with the All-American
Yeah,
status.
I didn't either. I thought it was like, yeah, I ran at Chico State, so I got this.
Yeah.
Which would certainly be significant, but I think the significance and how special it is elevates when it's
Yeah.
like, no, this is not just because I ran at Chico. I earned this. Very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyone can get it.
If you weren't running, what would you be doing if you weren't fishing? If you weren't being a barber? Something else.
If you weren't Rubik's cubing
If you weren't Rubik's cubing, if you weren't eating pizza or burritos.
or watching Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. I think I would probably be a boxer. I like it was I really like boxing. It's it was something I was like really did like as a hobby my earlier years here at Chico, but I realized I got too sore and like I couldn't do it while I'm training and stuff. So I kind of stopped doing that, but it was super fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay,
incredible.
we're going into some gear talk now. This is what Pete loves.
Love this.
So we want to learn what an elite runner trusts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete, what do you got?
So, what's your just everyday training shoe?
I like Vomero Pluses. They just came out recently, like last year, I think.
Okay.
But they're super cushiony. They're like clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the course of a full running year, so we'll say cross country into track, how many pairs of those do you think you go through?
I think I'm on my second or third pair. I kind of switch out between a few other shoes, so I don't use too much life on them at once. So that's why I've only been to like a few pairs or like 2 pairs and stuff. But
So
they're good.
What else do you rotate in with the Vomero Pluses?
Yeah, I do Adidas Evo SLs,
Okay.
and then I also do Nike Invincible 3s. They're discontinued, but you can find them on eBay or something like that.
Sure.
They were my OGs since like for like a few years now. Like I can't get rid of them. Unfortunately, they're getting rid of them. But yeah,
Send Nike an email and say, do you know who I am? Do you know what I've done?
I wish I was.
The Vomeros are Nikes.
Yeah.
Too. Okay.
Yeah. The Vomero Pluses. Yep. You ever go down to Sacramento and hit the Nike clearance store that's in the Arden area?
Yeah, not in Sacramento. I didn't even know there was one. over
Yeah,
there.
that's a good spot. They generally have like a generation or two before of shoes
Oh,
that are
legit.
like on super sale.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're pretty. That's a cool spot. Anyways, I'm kind of a sneakerhead. I have way too many shoes.
Yeah, I know people like that.
I'm a sucker for a Jordan 1 Low, OG. Anyways, what's your favorite racing spike?
I like the Dragonfly 2s.
Okay.
Yeah, those are. I would never get rid of them.
Do you go through multiple pairs of those in a season, or do you like rotate a couple pairs?
I wish. I feel like mine are wearing down a little bit, but no. I usually I stuck with my last year spikes for the training stuff that I did this year, but they got pretty worn down, and like it was like, oh, my heel hurts every time I step. Like, so I had to use my newer spikes to do my training stuff as well too.
Do you race in the same shoes for cross and track?
No.
No.
Yeah. There's different spikes I use. I use the Dragonfly cross country versions for cross country.
Okay. Koros, Garmin, or Apple Watch?
Garmin, easily Garmin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you rocking right there?
The Garmin 970, pretty nice watch.
Yeah, that's a baller one.
Yeah. I noticed it's got a light on it.
Yeah, it looks
Mine
cool.
doesn't. You probably need different data than I need.
Yeah.
So this is a safe space.
Safe space. Safe space.
We've this is a Garmin support group.
Yes.
Does your Garmin shit talk you sometimes?
Man, I forgot what it's been saying, but it's like, dude, I just ran a 5K at this pace, and then they're like, oh, you're a 16-minute 5K. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? But it always says like you need to take more rest and stuff. So
Yep.
It's looking out for me, but I don't care.
Yeah. We're not letting the robots take us over.
No way.
Yeah, we've had some other folks come on who are like, I have a lot of things to say about the Garmin feedback, and this is always a welcoming place to share that. I'm still in search of the elite 100 score on a sleep badge.
Oh, dude.
Have you gotten one?
That's crazy. I didn't even know you can do that.
Yeah.
No.
Ursula got one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think my best is like a 93.
Mine's somewhere in the
good.
90s.
Yeah, I was not ashamed of that. But I mean, since Ursula has gotten one, I believe they exist. If anybody else in the world says they got one, I wouldn't believe it. But it's Ursula, so I'll totally believe it because she wouldn't joke about that.
No.
She's basalt of the earth.
Which is the name of their new camper truck, in an ode to you.
Wow,
Yeah.
I need to see that.
It's amazing.
I feel like I need to take a picture with it.
Speaking of Garmin and watches here, real funny story.
Yeah.
Billy Harkness
Yeah.
was rocking an old, I think it might have been an Apple Watch or
Yeah.
some kind of Nike. Have you heard this story?
No.
So it had like programmed in there Serena Williams giving anybody who wore the
Oh,
watch
yeah.
encouragement.
You can
So,
do that.
Yeah, so he'd be like running in and he'd be like, I don't know, at a certain point of the race, and it'd be like, keep going, girl.
Yeah.
You got this.
Slay queen.
And Billy was always like, dude, it was so funny because like Serena Williams was yelling at me and
Yeah.
giving me encouragement, saying, you go, girl. You got this.
That's funny. I messed around with the Nike training app for a while, and you can you can program.
Yeah.
You can get one of the trainers on there. Yeah, Serena. That's
Somehow it was like on that setting, and it kept making him laugh because he would like hear it over and over again. So I got to ask him that story. It's
I
funny.
will. If I could go on there and customize that, I might go after see if I can get like Too Short on there. Be like, Peter, you're a biatch, right? That's a little throwback.
That's great.
Okay, so what's the one piece of gear you can't live without?
Oh man, definitely my glasses. I feel like I go out like in the sun and I just like can't even open my eyes. It's like too bright outside all the time. I don't know. I just got sensitive eyes or something, but yeah, definitely I need my glasses for sure.
Do you have a certain pair, certain model, brand that you like?
I've been rocking with the Gooters for a while.
Okay.
I use the Gooters Bolt G. I think that's what they're called.
Okay.
I've been using them for about like 2 years now.
Okay.
But they work. They're really nice.
And
Gooters are the best.
yeah, and they're not so expensive that when you lose them or break them, you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Man, but I hate having to buy new ones all the time. It's like, why did they go up $10?
Yeah, right?
I'm a college kid.
Yeah. Give this guy, yeah. Gooder, if you're listening, we have an athlete here who needs some more sunglasses.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you for the gear insights. Yeah, I'm kind of a gear nerd. Glad you're on Team Garmin. One more. Do you wear a heart rate monitor? Or no, because you don't give a crap about that. That's just
Man, yeah.
too much information.
I got a bone to pick with. Heart rate, not a fan.
Yes.
Turning an art into a science. Just let the man run.
Yeah.
Let the man run.
Feel
You're young.
How your
Yeah.
body feels that day. Just,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. That's me.
Totally.
Maybe one day.
Okay, hey, Pete, so we're at the Run Strong Scholarship Night a few weeks ago. Danny DeMeo comes up to us and
Yeah.
says, hey, you need to have so-and-so on.
Yeah.
He's referring to Damian. He's like, he's getting ready to go to the USA Nationals. This guy's amazing. He's done incredible work
Yeah.
with the Striders organization. Like, what are you guys doing? You got to get Damian on. And that was kind of gave us a little momentum, got
Yeah.
the ball rolling on making this happen.
Yeah.
It was the right time.
Totally was. And it's like, well, how do I get a hold of him, Danny? He's
Yeah.
like, I'll send you his
Yeah.
number. And then, I sent you the message. And
Gary would have, hooked us up too. But
Yeah.
But the relationship here with the Striders is what we want to touch on.
Yeah.
The Chico running community, you're involved with the Striders. What does that, I don't know, part of your life mean to you?
Man, they're a great group of kids. I'm so happy that Danny gave me the opportunity to coach the Striders and stuff. I coached the middle school group and the elementary school group, and they're all just a bunch of kids that just like are so energetic and so happy and just so happy to be outside. And it's really cool that I'm able to, give back to the community, inspire them, and able to, and they can like go out there and, think of these things that I'm, helping them out with and carry that on throughout their lives and stuff like that. It's really cool to inspire the next generation of athletes, and runners and stuff. And even if they don't, become runners or something like that, I hope that they would take something that we've, helped them out with and carry that through their lives.
Yeah, that's one of the things that all three of my kids have run with the Striders at some point in the last few years. So like I've gotten to see up close what Danny does, what the coaches do.
Yeah.
And he's got, first of all, he's very intentional, obviously, with what he's trying to accomplish and teach the kids through the Striders, right? It's not about being super fast, right?
No,
It's
no
about
way.
being the best you that you can be on any given day and getting a little better.
Yeah.
And supporting everybody around you, which, I think Danny would probably agree that kind of comes from his time running at Chico State with Gary, right? And it's just like this Wildcat network reaching out and, the blueprint that Gary has created as far as like, we're creating human beings here. We're not creating runners. Yeah. So it's really neat to see, and it's cool to get some perspective from you as well. Will you be coaching with them moving forward too? Or is it like once your season starts, it's like, I gotta stay focused on this. How does the coaching with them fit into your schedule?
Yeah, so I coached with them my cross country year and my track year. So I was doing running and stuff all before I went to go coach. And so it didn't really conflict with my schedule. It was super nice to go out there and just have fun and like talk to the younger kids and hear about their random little kid days and stuff.
6'7".
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
there is a crap load of that during that time.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was just a bunch of the new like meme stuff. It was
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, no, it didn't conflict with my schedule. Unfortunately, it is though this next cross country season, so I'm not gonna be able to go coach for them or coach the kids anymore, which is pretty sad because it's super fun going to do that and stuff
Yeah.
and getting to relax and just talking to those younger kids for sure.
Right. And it kind of, like we talk about too, that like, you hit a certain age where like, you aren't there yet, but you hit a certain age where like, you don't really go play pickup basketball with your friends. You don't go play catch with the football with your friends anymore, right? You just kind of grow out of that, and running kind of provides that outlet to be a kid again, right? And I would imagine that maybe sometimes you've had a hard workout, you've had a hard few weeks of training, you had a hard race, and then you go see these kids that are just goofballs who don't have a worry in the world about any of that stuff. And it's kind of like a nice reset. Like, hey, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, seriously. No, they're just a bunch
Well
of
said.
energetic people. If I was having a bad day, they would bring me joy. Like they were all super nice, and they all like showed their little hearts out there, like when they're running and doing the workouts that we're giving them and stuff. And it was cool to see that.
Yeah, we have a good friend of ours. Their son ran with Striders, and they're like, "Oh, do you know Damian?" I'm like, "Why? I know of him." And they're like, "Oh, like he's super cool. Like he coaches us, and like he's gonna break the 4-minute mile." And so yeah, it's cool too to like hear about all this stuff from like, the kids who are participating. Like they recognize you guys. They appreciate what you do, giving up your time to go help them. So it's really cool that you're giving back to this community that you are a part of.
They support me too so much. It's amazing. They were literally out at some of them were out at the 4-minute mile attempt too.
Yeah.
And that was great.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We got the next chapter.
Yeah.
Something big's coming up quick.
The
The USA Championships.
Yeah, USA Track and Field Championships.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What's the date? Where's it at? What are you running? What's the goal while you're there?
Next week, it's going to be July 23rd is like my prelim day. I'm pretty sure it goes prelim, semis, and finals. So yeah, we're just going to go all in. I mean, gonna do the best I can that day. Gonna go crush it, take the most out of the opportunity for sure. It's awesome that I'm able to be a part of that.
So is that the 1500?
Yeah, what distance?
Yeah, the 1500.
What's the weather looking like?
Oh, I have no idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
don't
Who
trust
cares?
Yeah, cross that
cares?
bridge when you get to it. You can't control it anyways,
No
right?
way.
Just
East
show up.
Coast, probably a little hot, humid.
Yeah.
Race in the morning.
Honestly, I have no idea yet.
Love it.
Kind of just
You're gonna let Gary worry about that and make sure he gets you where you need to be on time.
yeah, definitely.
He's
Sorry,
the
Gary.
official he's the official Damian handler.
His job. That's his job.
Yeah, I guess so. I
I'm
mean,
stoked.
he's definitely gonna help me out with that, but I'm excited for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. What's training look like these last few weeks?
Pretty good. I feel like we're in a good place of fitness right now. I raced this last weekend. It didn't go so well, but I know that I'm more fit than that. So, I can't wait to go show it at USA Championships.
Got bigger fish to fry than this last weekend race.
For sure.
Are you approaching this race any differently than like the NCAA championships?
I'm saying they're pretty connected. I think it's kind of like NCAAs is a good example of what it's going to be like at the USA Championships, except these guys are like professionals, but you just got to throw that all out there. They're just racers. But yeah, I'm excited.
It's so cool. How did you qualify for this? Was this?
I didn't qualify through time, but I did have a fast enough time to be on the bubble, but there's not many people on like the declaration list, so a pretty good chance that I would be on it. So yeah,
cool.
But
okay,
yeah, it's by time.
Okay,
cool.
Uh-huh.
So the 335
335
get you
Yeah,
there.
that's what it got me. Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
What would make that race feel like a success for you?
I would say just going out there and approaching it like every other race where I just want to do my best. I just want to do my best. If my best is like, a bad race, and I mean, it was my best. So,
Yeah. And why not?
yeah, why not?
Why not Damian?
Why not Damian?
Why not Damian? Okay. So after USA Championships, what's next? A break?
Yeah, just a break. Yeah, pretty much. I'll be tired after that. I'm not tired yet. So yeah.
How
just
long of a break will you take? What will
when does
that
the
break
year start?
look like?
I have no idea. I think it might be like a week and a half, maybe. Just a week of just no running, and then maybe the next week start some like easy miles and stuff. But we'll see. I don't know. I did have a longer season, so we'll see what Gary wants me to do.
And then it's time to gear up for senior year. Let's go. Is professional running a dream of yours?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's-
I know nothing about how any of this works. Like with basketball, baseball, football, like if you want to go professional, you get drafted, right? What does that look like? Or is it like not even time to even think about that seriously yet?
I like to have it in the back of my mind that like it could happen, and I want to make it happen. But yeah, I'm not really worrying about like when or how or stuff like that.
Yeah.
When it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Would it be the type of scenario that afterwards you would join like a pro team or run for a company? Like how would that work? How does that work?
Yeah, I think usually a lot of the companies like Nike, Adidas, New Balance, all those, they all have their own team somewhere. Or you can you can choose to be an individual athlete and want to run with your coach, but still run under their brand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically, as a professional athlete, you're just being you're marketing them,
representing
and stuff. So
them.
like
Yeah.
you can, I mean, as long as you're running your best and you get more like, more recognition for the brand out there, that I'm pretty sure they won't care. But anything can happen, like there can be a team if you want, and there can be and another coach, or you can be the same coach and same team or something. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
and it just seems like, going historically based on where you've gotten to now, staying focused on being a good person, working hard, things seem to fall into place for you. Right? Going back to the 154, to the 148, to the 335, to giving back, being a well-rounded person, pizza, burritos, Rubik's cubes, fishing, keeping that balance, right? Kind of, it seems like you've got a winning formula.
Yeah, I think it's just being true to yourself and being honest, and trying to be as humble as you can be can get you to where you want to go.
That's why we called this episode The Humble Hammer.
Oh,
That's Damian Garcia.
there it is. There it is, the humble hammer.
A natural progression for some really talented and elite collegiate athletes, running-wise, like yourself, is to get out of school and then stretch it out a little bit. Maybe say someone like Braden McLaughlin's doing some longer distance running.
Oh yeah.
Do you have half marathon, or maybe even like ultra marathon on the horizon, or is that something you think about at all?
Yeah, no way. Like, I don't think I'm suited for that type of running. I'd probably, have to shit myself like during the race or something. I don't know. But
Brother, it's only a matter of time.
yeah, I'm good.
Got porta potties.
Yeah.
I'll stick to the lower distance stuff. I probably won't go past 10Ks or something like that.
Okay.
But
Didn't Gary go middle distance, steeplechase, crazy fast marathons?
Dude, crazy fast marathons.
yeah.
He was doing 5:45 pace for a marathon. Ooh. Gary's a G, dude.
He just ran a 5:45 at the
Mile.
pre-classic, right?
I loved his Strava caption that day. He's like, proud of myself that I once had this big body moving at 5:45 for
Yeah.
a mile. I was like, that's amazing.
Do you guys give Gary a hard time?
No.
No?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I like making jokes with him, but nah, we don't.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah, for sure.
I imagine like if you
what a
gave him
stud.
like too much crap about running, he'd be like, well, why don't you hop on this bike
Yeah.
and see if you can get anywhere near me for the next 150 miles going straight uphill.
Mm-hmm. He would humble you pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
That dude does some serious biking.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's insane. It's insane. So we've gotten this nice glimpse of what's next. Obviously, there's things in the way future, but sticking to right now, you've got this big race in a couple weeks, taking a break, getting back into your senior season. Let's shift a little bit. Describe your entire running philosophy in exactly 10 words.
Yeah.
Can
So,
you?
Yeah. It's I guess it's pretty cliche. It's like hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard.
Boom.
It's
Nailed it.
it's
love that
it's
quote.
said everywhere, but
Yeah.
like I really like that one because it's true.
Well, there's a reason why cliches exist.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because they're true.
Yeah.
Right? There's always truth behind it. All right, Ross, you want to take him through the pot on the run Rubik's Cube
Yeah,
challenge?
we've got a couple more things here. We're getting long in the tooth on this one, but we want to tap a little bit into your ability to solve something quickly,
Yeah.
like a Rubik's Cube. So we developed this pod on the run Rubik's Cube challenge. That word's tough for me. Rubik's Cube challenge. So you have 20 seconds to answer this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Pete, get out the clock here. We're going to ask a question. You're going to give us quick answers, and then we'll go on to the next question, and we're going to time it. Okay, so we got the clock ready to roll?
We are ready to roll.
Okay. We're going to name 3 teammates. Go.
Okay, Travis, Mario, and Jesus.
3 races. Go.
Matt Yo, NCAA championships, and Kim Dice.
Pizza toppings. Go.
Sausage, pepperoni, chicken.
Fishing spots.
Chico Creek, Sacramento River, Feather River.
Name 3 things you love about Chico.
Bidwell Park, the community, and running.
3 things you still want to accomplish.
Professional, be inspirational and make friends.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding, ding, ding.
that last one you got with 3 seconds
let's
left.
go. Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
let's
That
go.
was work.
Well done.
Work. Good work.
You
man.
broke your actual Rubik's Cube PR,
Yeah. Comfortably.
which was 26 seconds.
Comfortably.
I can't believe I said make friends. I have a lot of friends, I promise.
Make more friends.
I had no
that's
idea.
That's how I interpreted it.
Make more friends. Okay, so this is my lightning round of questions.
Good job, Damian.
Yeah,
Well
man.
done.
you nailed it. You nailed it. You're a sprinter somewhere in there, not just a middle distance guy. Okay, so lightning round question, series of questions. Just answer them off the top of your head. First question: favorite place to run, whether it's a trail, whether it's a race. What's your if you're going to go on your favorite run? What are you doing?
I like I'll just stick with Bidwell Park.
Okay. Is there a specific trail that you like or a route that you like?
Just the regular trail that Bidwell Park's in. I mean, it's unlike any other. I feel like
Okay.
it's awesome.
Okay. Next one. When you're out running solo, like let's just say you're just going out for a casual, 5 or 6 miles. Are you putting on headphones and listening to something, or are you raw dogging it with your thoughts?
Hell yeah. I'm a headphone listener.
Okay.
I have music on my watch.
Okay. What are you listening to?
It's like I listen to a bunch of random stuff, so it's either gonna be like Spanish music, it's gonna be like 80s like boogie music.
Okay.
Or like like rap from nowadays. You know,
Okay.
it just depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay. Okay.
Sweet.
I respect that. Okay. What is the best piece of running advice you've ever received?
I think just put yourself in the position to win it. Like give yourself a chance. That's what Gary said.
Yeah. Okay. You have a friend who has decided, hey, I want to start running. What is the first piece of advice you're giving your friend who is just starting their running journey?
Yeah. Be prepared to hurt and stay consistent.
Be prepared to hurt and stay consistent. That is sage advice. All right. Final one. You've just finished a hard workout, or you've just finished a really hard race, and it is time to refuel that body. What is your go-to meal after just crushing it?
Healthy or unhealthy?
Your choice. Whatever fills your bucket.
Dude, I would destroy anything sugary. Like if it's in Arizona, a slushie, definitely a slushie.
Okay.
Healthy wise, I would choose a smoothie.
Okay.
With protein powder and all that stuff. But man, I would destroy a slushie after a race for sure.
That is perfection.
Yeah.
Okay, you survived the lightning round.
Sweet.
Good work. Damian, it has been an absolute pleasure to sit here. We took up, we'll call it 3.5 hours of your time within the last week of your training for the USA Track and Field Nationals.
No big deal.
No big deal. Thank you so much for sharing the stories of what it's like to be a runner at Chico State, to run at such a high level, to achieve such great things, to be such an important part of your team, of your community, and for sharing that other side of Damian that people don't know about. The people that need a haircut or need some good pizza recommendations, burrito recommendations. He's not going to tell you his secret fishing spots.
No way.
But now you know that he can list at least 3 fishing spots. But those aren't the secret ones.
No way. Those are broad.
It's just been an absolute blast. Keep working hard. We look forward, and when I say we, I speak for Ross, I speak for the greater running community. We look forward to watching you your senior year continue to push the limits of what you're capable of, accomplish great things, and represent Chico State the way that you have been.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome to talk to.
Yeah, thanks, Damian. You know, I love when you reflect on these episodes, Pete. Man, it fires me up, dude. So good. One thing that I'm taking away from this experience is we're episode like 24, 25 right now. Mm-hmm. We're sitting next to an absolute dog for the Wildcats. That's crazy to me. That we're sitting next to Damian Garcia. This guy's on his way to the USA Track and Field Championships.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we're having this conversation.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So grateful. So honored to have you in the studio. And it's also really neat because 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when people talk about amazing Wildcat runners, you're one of the people they're going to be talking about. And we got to have a conversation with them today. So talk about legacy right there. That's my takeaway right here. It's like, dude, we're picking the brain of an amazing human being that's going to leave a lasting legacy on Chico State as a runner and as a person.
That's really good perspective. And the even better thing, Damian, is that the internet is forever, and you'll be able to come back here in 30 years and look this up, and you can hear yourself when you're old like us and reflect back on, oh man, those guys were goofballs.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished. What is Kitchen Nightmares? I can't believe that guy watched Jersey Shore. Absolutely. Yeah, man. This is going to be a piece of Chico State and Pod on the Run lore for a long time to come.
I agree.
Yeah. Best of luck this next week and next year, and let's go.
Yeah. Find Damian on the Chico State socials. All the race details and photos and stuff are always posted on there. So look that stuff up, support him, go out to Chico State, watch the races, be a part of it. He's doing great stuff.
It's 10:40. We got to get this guy home.
Yeah.
You got to get some Z's.
He changed his workout
good.
schedule. He ran hard today so he can cruise it tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ain't no
We're all
runner
good.
like a Chico runner. Chico, you know.
Nailed
Nailed
it.
it.